Like, that's when I found out that my mom had a colonoscopy.
Again?
Oh, hey!
Welcome to the Wileyverse. That just happened.
Oh, yeah. Shit. I did that like 2 seconds too late. It would have been more fun.
Welcome!
You have to start the stream, and then it takes a while to kick in. So, like, I always click it, and then it happens. And then so it's perfect to get those weird conversation tail ends right in there.
I hope your wife's okay, seriously.
Yeah, my mom said.
Oh.
I thought they were the same.
He is from Arkansas.
I wasn't.
All right. Welcome to the Wileyverse. We are back with D&D on Wednesday nights, running a group of rookies.
Misfits.
Misfits. And, like, you want to do well. You're not like a bunch of rogues and... Well, there's only one rogue. Or outcasts.
We will be heroes.
But you're rookies. You're rookies at this. And they're running up and down the Sword Coast trying to do the hero thing. And, you know, learning that heroics are not always good.
Not as glamorous as I thought it would start out.
Last week we had a problem with the stream. It kind of conked out. So we had to wipe that portion. It was about 40 minutes of gameplay. But they didn't do much, so don't worry about it.
We found out it was Dorbin's wild magic effects.
Yeah, it just affected it.
I caught a rug.
You did good. So we are going to recap real quickly. First, let's go through the players' gallery real quick. We've got, at the end there, Robert playing Grace of Candlekeep. He is a scholar, son of an adventurer and a priest, who read way too many stories about heroes and now wants to become one. So he is the group's fighter leading the way. Next to them is their guide.
A guide.
Their guide. He is an elven rogue who... Isarok. Mitch playing Isarok. Elven rogue that is... found a bunch of rubes that he thinks he can just stick with and make a bunch of money off of. And he ain't wrong so far.
So I was going to say so far, so
What did he say?
Wait, did I just hear something? And the catalyst of what brought all this group together here is Dorbin Callis, Teehee of Candlekeep. He was a scholar. He was content in his nice and quiet life, just in the stacks of books, but then wild magic erupted from his blood as his sorceress origins came true. Sorceress.
Oh.
Like O-U-S, not E-S-S.
Oh.
Sorry.
More like Dorbana.
And he was asked to go somewhere else by the people of Candlekeep, lest his wild magic harm the tomes and books of Candlekeep.
Sad Teehee.
With them is the NPC Nori, a half-orc priestess of the Red Knight, who tries to balance her orcish, ragish, hordish blood with the tenets of the Red Knight and strategy and calm in battle. So,
we also decided that she was homely.
She is. You have decided that she is homely, being an elf. That makes sense.
Homely, yeah.
And she thinks that sounds really nice. She thinks that sounds, I like home. Her vocabularistics aren't as good as you or mine.
Also, tonight's stream is not sponsored by Stella Artois.
Definitely not sponsored by Stella Artois, but we're available.
Thank you, Belgium, for watching.
All right.
I can't understand what these guys are saying.
Our group is tasked with finding this book, and this book has become very elusive. You can watch the previous sessions to see how that is turning out. But the current little mission is kind of an offshoot. They have found themselves in a one-tree town called Lone Tree, of all places, where the mayor has mistaken them for adventurers. Has he? Adventurers that he has sent for to help recover his daughter, who he believes has been taken away by a mad alchemist. They have now gone into the alchemist's shop. They have raided his storefront and his laboratory and his storeroom, inspected, and they have discovered a trapdoor in the storeroom where a rug animated and tried to smother them and failed spectacularly. And Isarok has now rodeoed that thing to the ground, tied it up, and roped it to a peg on the wall. Outside, Grace was trying to figure out his place in life and how he ended up here in this alchemist lair when a scarecrow came up to say hello with its claws in his face. And a friendly scarecrow? Nope. It was not a friendly scarecrow. It's meant to protect that alchemist's crops, which are its livelihood. And
which I'm currently
you're currently standing
stomping on.
right in.
Yeah.
So he is outside fighting 2 scarecrows that are protecting the alchemist's crops. One is been pushed back by you, and there's a little half wall, and it's been pushed back. But the second one has entered the little garden area. And Nori and Dorbin have now gone outside to help him face these things while you are finishing up pegging the carpet. Pegging the carpet.
I was like, you're pegging.
You're pegging the carpet.
Enjoy your pegging session, sir.
So that is the scene. There, 3 of our adventurers are standing outside facing 2 scarecrows.
This is a hell of an alchemist.
I just didn't want to have to cut a rug.
And hey, magical rugs, like, if you can train it, maybe it can be worth something.
I've seen that. I've seen that on the animes.
Trained rugs.
Yeah.
On the mangas, there's no anime.
Really, I think I read a book about that.
It's still in manga form.
The Carpet Sutra.
Because you read a lot of books.
Carpet Sutra! Sorry.
So time for what?
To earn that beer, you get a roll initiative? Or...
Yes, you guys are all roll initiative. The first critical fail of the night is going to earn a tiny little green bottle of Mexican beer.
Brought to you by Dos Equis.
All right, everyone, let's roll some initiatives.
Damn it!
That was close.
It's because you wanted to roll low. That's what happened. Ooh, it's not me.
I like that your initials are DK. Like
Natural 20 on the initiative.
That.
No crow scares me.
Okay.
Initiatives, I don't get any bonuses to, right?
You do. It's your
dexterity.
That's what I thought.
Plus
yeah,
4.
Okay, cool.
You have an initiative thing right between your armor class.
That's right there. Sorry, I got it.
Yeah.
So,
Just trying to... I want to keep pointing them out to you so you get familiar with them.
I'm just here for the yucks. I don't actually know anything that's going on.
so really 21 for me.
These 2, right... You can't see me like pointing at any of this.
These
but,
2...
Mitch and Dayton, this is their like 4th RPG total, and their first time really in a committed D&D game. So
They had some one-night wonders, I heard.
they had a one night stand with D&D as I tried to explain gaming to them and all that. Rocknug.
1,000 times 1,000 apologies.
Grace and Nori. All right.
1,000 apologies.
Dorbin, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
Isarok, what'd you get?
20. Not natural.
Grace, what'd you get?
21.
I love how you rolled a natural 20 and you have a 21. Nori would get a natural 20 and it would be a 20. Speaking of which...
Good to know.
Ooh, the magic dice.
Ooh.
Have you seen this thing?
The golden smell thing? Oh, yeah.
The golden die.
Yeah, it is quite something.
Ding. My custom...
Focus.
Yeah, it's this light. The problem with it is that it's really hard to read.
Don't say that out loud. She still needs to sell.
What if they're watching right now?
It's very cool. It's very hard to read.
It's very cool, minus this little
Yeah.
Now I get
Minus an important.
17.
Nice.
So, not a bad roll for the golden die. All right.
go last.
Going last. Well, you don't know. The scarecrows might go last.
True.
The golden die sounds like an animated stuff.
Oh yeah.
You could totally get that.
Guess who won the beer?
Oh,
The
Nori!
scarecrows.
We'll nominate
Wait,
it.
what? The scarecrows got a
I'm not sharing my
terrible
beer with
roll.
no scarecrow.
All right.
Not if they slap me in the face.
Okay. So starting at 21 with Grace of Candlekeep.
All right. So you said there's 2 scarecrows. There's one in the garden. There's one I pushed back, and there's one in the garden.
So we'll set the scene. So the house, the shop is here. The storeroom is here. Like you're in this corner right here. There's a little half wall, and this is a little herb garden, flower garden, things like that. Out here, past that little half wall that cups this little garden in, are actually plots, like farm plots, for the bigger stuff. You know, carrots and potatoes and blah blah blah, whatever other things he needs for food and for that.
Yeah.
And in those were 2 scarecrows. So you had walked up and you were trying to identify plants.
I was.
And the scarecrow walked up on the other side of the wall, and you had a little scuffle, and you pushed him away.
Over the fence, yeah.
Over the fence, over the planter, over the fence. So you've pushed him away, and you backed up to try to end that engagement. But the little gateway up here, so you got this, you got this, you're down here, you were just fighting stuff like this guy. The other scarecrow was coming through that gate.
He hopped over, didn't he?
He opened it.
Oh.
Yeah, he opened the gate and walked in.
There's a mechanism on this.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Or they're smart enough to get through. So, like, to your left is the door back into the storeroom. In front of you is that scarecrow on the wall. And to your right is the other scarecrow coming through the gate. Nori is coming out of the door behind you, and so is Dorban.
And the door is into the garden.
The door from the storeroom goes into the garden.
Because that's how I got it.
That's how you got it.
Right. Yeah, all right. All right, well, I'm wearing armor. I have a shield. I'm eyeing that one hopping over the fence, but I'm still focused on this other one here because...
The one that you just pushed away?
Yeah. How far away? Am I still in reach, or...?
You from what you did last, you bopped him back 5 feet with your shield mastery. And he's over a wall, over a planter. So you don't have the reach to get him with your sword.
All right. Well,
Captain America.
Yeah, no, I'm about to. Actually, I am about to throw something. I'm going to stick my sword into the earth because I'm assuming this is soft, nice earth. Yeah, stick that, and I'm going to take one of my throwing hatchets.
That's right. You have hand axes.
And I'm just going to chuck one on the right that I push back as I get ready to be a bulwark between my friends and this other one coming at us.
So you're gonna put that down, throw the hatchet, and get ready to go protect Nori and Dorban from the one coming in from the gate.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Throw.
Okay. Guys, I've been waiting for this all campaign.
To throw that axe?
Oh, yeah. I've been studying you, Master Dorban Callis.
He had a choice of a crossbow and a couple throwing axes, and he went with those throwing axes.
Hands down. Dude, throwing axes. Oh, come on.
I probably would too.
Yeah. Well, you went with darts, so...
I did.
And here's what you could do.
That's decent.
That's decent. That is decent. It's going to be... I'm proficient, right?
You are proficient.
Yeah.
And you do get your dex bonus.
My dex bonus. Throwing is not strength?
Throwing is not strength.
Okay.
The damage will be strength.
I like that. All right. It's going to be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, all right. Well, so the damage of a throwing axe is D6.
Wasn't it proficient? Was it 17? Proficiency plus your dex?
Oh, proficiency. Oh, that's right. So that'd be a 19. But if
It's a
yeah, I mean, it all hit. There was no,
But thank you.
Unless you get the natural 20, you don't get a critical. So there's no raises in this game like Savage Worlds.
Right, so the damage of a throwing axe. It's not a dagger.
It should be written on your sheet.
It
right
is
down
not.
the middle.
It's not.
Right
I have hand axes. I have 2 hand axes.
That's your throwing axes.
Right.
So there's no damage written for it.
There's no damage written for it.
Really?
I imagine it's D6 because you're throwing darts is D4.
D4. Yeah, let's go with D6.
Okay. Correct us in the comments.
Or I'll look it up while you roll.
That's going to be a 5 though with my +4 strength. It's my first time throwing something. It's I gotta get the hang of it first.
I've never thrown at a living target.
I hit it. I'll take it.
You need to learn.
It is a
Teach me your ways, Master Dorban.
It is a D6, light and thrown. So good. Yep, hand X, D6.
Hand X, D6.
I will write that actually.
I'm surprised that it's not like I didn't equip them to you.
What is the
on your
damage on
character
it?
sheet.
Thank you. D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I think you need Beyond. What?
Nothing, sorry.
Oh, so like in the middle there, if I
Plus 3
equip the
dexterity
weapons-
plus your proficiency.
You are right.
Now, if you attack in melee with it, it uses your strength to hit.
Right.
You're like,
And I use my bonus action to say, like, I want that back when you're done. Yeah.
You did how much? 5?
I did 5 damage to it, yeah.
And where are you, Brandon? Where are you?
drinking.
Blowing up the comments. Don't see it.
Game.
Huh?
I'll go shot for shot with Brandon.
Our stream health is fucking solid.
Not tonight, though.
So,
Stream health. Oh, our
Yeah.
connection
Connectivity.
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 Is anyone watching, actually?
Not yet.
No.
So early.
Yeah, unless they're not talking.
Don't worry, I will watch the
Slow
stream when we're done here.
Cool. Slow Cool, thanks for watching.
we do have a viewer.
We have one viewer. We have a bot viewer as well.
Is Slow Cool the bot?
No.
Okay.
Well, it might be. Motmon Gaming, like one of those.
I
Yeah.
think it's a real person.
It
It was
might be.
Motmon
It might be
Alright.
a Russian bot. Alright.
All right. So you thunk into it, and the axe, like, you throw that thing, it hits like right in the center of its chest, but it like barely sticks through the burlap. You see a couple of the strands of straw like pierce, and then the axe just kind of falls out and thumps on the ground unsatisfyingly.
I just wanted to know that I'm not up for that shit.
You did 5, huh? Yeah. All right.
Oh,
You did not do 5. You did 3.
resistance.
Yes, resistance to slashing.
Resistance to slashing. It's made of
Yeah.
straw.
It's straw, right? And
Wow.
burlap. It's hard.
Should have tried fire.
You should have.
Should have drawn my fire axe.
You should have drawn your
Do you have a
torch.
fire axe?
No, but
Not
I
a
should
fire
have.
axe. All right.
Only one of us could throw fire.
I don't think you can you?
I literally have Firebolt as a cantrip.
All right. So,
Yeah, DM.
Isarak, you have just finished pegging the carpet. You have tied the carpet up to a peg in the storeroom. It is writhing and wriggling, but you have tied that thing up like a professional rug monger. People that sell rugs, I guess. Yeah, it's all tied up in a nice
Rugier?
little...
I don't know. I don't know the French for rug seller.
I prefer Master Pegger.
It's all like, just...
Pretzel.
What's a tube when you ring
Oh,
things
it's
up?
rung.
That thing?
It's
What is
rung.
it called?
I don't know, but
Scrolled,
A
rolled.
scroll roll? Like, yeah, what
It's
is
rolled.
if you...
It's rolled. It's rolled.
It's a rolled rug.
Yeah, it's
You have a
rolled.
rolled rug
Perfect. It's
Tied up.
hung to the wall.
tied to the wall.
did you do that? Did you roll it up and hung it?
He rolled it. So he succeeded in 3 grapple checks to keep it in check. Then he rolled a natural 20 to rope that damn thing.
What?
So it is with a bow pegged to the wall.
Not just Isarok, but
Secret.
like I have a special relationship with rope. So every game I'm like, it's one of those like boondocks. I'm like, what do you need a fucking rope for? I'm like, it's always rope somewhere on my character sheet. There's
Rope is never not handy.
Yeah, right. All right. So this sounds silly, but I've got some stuff on me. I've got some oil. I've got candle. Can I set an arrow on fire and shoot it, or is that going to take 2?
It'll take you a turn to set it up, but you need cloth first. You need to wrap your arrow tip in cloth, douse it in oil, then light it on fire.
I mean, I'm in a little warehouse. Is there cloth around, or is it going to cost a turn for me to look around? Do I find any
And
cloth?
like you have a torch in your backpack, I believe.
Do I have a torch? I don't. I have
You
a
don't?
tinderbox.
Okay. You can find something. You can find a rag or whatever.
Let's do that.
Yep. So you grab a rag, wrap it around your arrowhead, start dousing it in oil. Next turn, you can either set it on fire and then wait another turn to fire it, or set it on fire and snap fire. Like just like go and try to get a little bit of penalty.
Okay.
But
Just like riffs.
now,
Wait.
right.
Wait.
Now later on, if you want, you can actually put a couple arrows in your thing that are already pre-wrapped in oil.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's good unless you get set on fire. Then you're fucked.
I'm carrying a tinderbox already.
Well, tinderbox is a little.
It's in the metal.
Steel.
I like to think they're in the metal.
Yeah, it's a little spark box that makes sparks.
Yeah.
And it's got a matchsticks.
That dainty little elf.
Dorbin.
All right, the next has Nori. So Nori is going to call down some flame on it, I think. Call down her sacred flame.
Oh, there's someone that could do fire.
Yeah, I'm all about it. That's a great strategy for the red lady right there.
Right? Like, they look like they're very burnable.
I was just asking for fire, and then there the red lady provides.
Ah, damn.
I might convert.
It's radiant.
Oh, is it radiant? Is it no actual fire?
No actual fire.
You're talking about burning sticks and the catacombs.
So instead, she's going to start mending.
She
starts fixing him. Like, what are you doing?
The
There's people
scarecrow?
No.
Oh.
I'm like, what are you doing?
I was totally about to say that.
It was like when we met the Lord and like you guys rolled to like tuck his shirt in and like fix his collar. And stuff.
Radiant. Yeah, she has a lot of radiant.
How about you just orc it out?
Yeah, she's going to just hit it with her mace.
I like that half too.
Can't wait to throw a dart at this thing.
It's going to be so awesome.
Oh yeah.
It sticks. No damage.
Hey, Firebolt is a cantrip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't screw with you on that.
Oh, you should though. You should just home rule it. Let's make it
Hey,
fair, all magic.
at least like cantrips are a little bit safe. I can't go too crazy with it. All right, Nori's just gonna like you're like wanting to get between them and you, but she's also in the same mind. Like she's got a shield, she's got a mace, she's got armor.
I'm actually curious what she does.
She's gonna run up and try to bash the one that's coming through the fence down. So
Okay.
she hits handedly with a 22.
GMPCs, they just do so well.
I know, right? Wow. 7, 10. She does 10 damage to the new scarecrow.
Can you get my axe while you're there?
Oh, this is the one that's coming through the fence.
Okay.
So not that one. This thing has bludgeoning resistance, but this mace, it's the mace that she picked up
In the catacomb.
off the catacombs, off of Elonis the Quiet. It seems that like she hits this thing and it staggers it and like clubs it pretty heavily, like almost disrupts it a little bit.
I roll for jealousy.
You can also roll for Arcana.
I will roll for Arcana, actually. Yeah.
You are a scholar.
I am playing a fighter. I forget that. Yeah. Well, let's see what I know. Not much, it would seem.
Okay.
So I'll just revert to jealousy.
All right.
As I have
So roll for jealousy.
yeah. I am.
Not that jealous.
Well, I rolled low. I don't know what that means.
So
I'm very
you're
jealous.
much more impressed.
Yeah.
than jealous,
Okay.
You and Nori, totally.
I do like Nori.
Those are some
I
lucky
wanted to
babies.
fix her hair, but
Yeah.
if you see, it's kind of a mess. You're
Yes,
an elf. You've spent hundreds of years knowing
It'll
your
just
hair.
be another half one.
I'm an elf. I barely see her. She's like scenery. Like,
Good.
don't
Oh,
look
God.
Jesus.
Might as well be invisible.
So gross. Yeah.
Cast invisible.
All right.
This thing.
Corbin.
So I've just watched Nori smack the one with the mace that's more or less right next to us, right?
That's coming in. Yeah, she has moved up to
Yes.
engage. So in this little like wedge that you guys are in,
I say,
like
from what I thought is that we saw it walk by, and that's when we were like, oh.
you saw it walk in from your angle. Well, actually, he was up against the wall. He saw it walk by, or walk into the gate, coming into the gate, and then you came outside. But in this little this is a little pie wedge that you guys are in. Like the wall is like this, and boop. So she has gone to engage this one. He's over here engaging the one on that side because they're coming in like this, and you're just kind of still in the corner out of the door. So you got Nori blocking one, Grace blocking the other. You feel very protected and safe. Like, tee, I'm gonna pretend a little picnic and
Cowering.
Don't worry, Master.
the two big people in armor and shields.
Callus.
So I feel very safe.
No, I mean these things are terrifying.
Yeah.
Literally.
I would say the first thing I'd probably do is like, oh, it's another fight. Mage armor up.
Right. Did you not mage armor? I think you mage armor when the carpet appeared, didn't you?
You totally said that, actually. I do remember that.
I believe you did, but
That's
I'm not
why
sure.
I engaged it, I think. No, he spent his turn talking to it.
No,
he
sent
did
a
detect.
message.
He sent message.
When
right.
did you major? Oh, with
No.
the Spectre thing you did.
Yeah. Okay, so you mage armor up. What does your mage armor look like again?
I think we said like a purplish aura.
Alright. So, mage armored up. We're to them now. Scarecrows. So, Scarecrow, the one that Nori is engaged, is obviously going to attack Nori. It
Controlled roll.
bounces off her.
Yes.
Bounces off her shield harmlessly.
Your shield isn't cooler than my shield, though, is it?
No.
Okay.
No, hers is a beat up heater shield
All right.
that has remnants of red paint, like that she just splattered on there. But of course, it's a shield, so it's been chipped and taken
It's
off.
dangerously close, because I also have a heated shield. It's cleaner.
Yeah, nicer, well made.
But is it cooler?
Well, no, she's like an orc with like
I know.
the red knight painted red, like the red streaks of paint on there.
I need to think of my symbol. Now's not the time. Stop it, Easerock. We need to fight.
I'm nowhere near you. I'm in a different room.
Easerock, stop talking about my shield in there.
You know I'm thinking about it.
The scarecrow you're facing charges you, so it just runs, like clambers over the fence, over the Potter, and kind of just, it doesn't stumble or anything. It just, getting over everything doesn't set it up for a good shot, and you easily block it. Like,
Get off.
but again, these things, like, you're starting to think that these things are supernaturally scary. Like, as it comes at you, as it looks at you, you feel the effects of fear on you.
I do?
And you've already had to make saving throws twice now against fear.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's right. Yes, I have.
I mean, they're here for a reason. They are scarecrows.
Hey, what a clever GM.
Can I shout out anything? I've already used my bonus action.
You already used your bonus
I
action,
did
yeah.
to say something cool.
All right, so now we're at the back of the top of the order, which if you want to waste your new bonus action for this turn, you can do it now, but you might want to wait till your turn. Which it is, by the way. So,
I will use my bonus action. I say, be wary of illusions, my friends. I say really coolly, like, you know, and I pick up my sword I stuck in the garden, and I apologize to the pumpkin I've ruined, and I say, get back, and I start
they don't have
slashing.
pumpkin heads.
What?
No, they have bags.
I barely hear any other.
Oh, you're talking about the pumpkin like you stuck it in?
Yes,
Right,
thank you. And I attack.
Oh.
And it's a very warding. I'm a ground control strike, not actually trying to attack anybody.
You gonna try to push
sword
them away?
sideways.
I will actually use my inspiration because I just felt inspired on myself, which will give me advantage for those of you new to 5th edition.
Normally, you have to say that before the roll.
Do I?
Because you have to roll 2d20 and take the best. But I am totally okay with using inspiration as a reroll.
That's a nice way of using inspiration.
I think it's a good way.
That should be a universal home roll. I
have always run it. That's not something I'm just doing now. I've always run it.
You have, which is...
You can go inspiration back.
This house rule sponsored by Stella, or not sponsored by
Not
Stella.
sponsored by Stella.
Could be
but we're
sponsored by Stella
available.
Artois. Stella Artois. We're expensive yet skunky.
Whoa.
I have rolled worse for that.
Did you roll one?
I know, but close.
2?
Yes, I rolled a 2. I'm saying back. I am warning. I am being a bulwark. I am just.
Now remember, you also have heroic action now.
I do.
If you want to try to.
I'm not feeling so heroic.
Right. You have a long way to go.
I do.
You are not even down that trap door yet. Oh,
I
that's
do.
what you did that last turn. Is you looked down the trap. No, you looked down the trap door. That's what you were doing. You're like, oh, everyone else is busy.
Once you had the rug under control,
Well, I think what you determined
It was just
that it was dark.
stairs.
Yeah,
It
so
was
you saw dark stairs.
Dark stairs.
Yeah, I know I have a.
No,
I have an action surge, but I don't.
Yeah, I'd suggest holding off on that.
Scarecrows. There might be.
Are you keeping engaged with it, or are you bouncing it back?
I already used my bonus action to speak, so I'm not.
It's a free action.
It's a free action.
It's one free action to speak a little sentence.
Oh, so. There's 6 words.
Now, just to understand that if you bounce it back, that means it can get around you without.
Yeah, no,
provoking.
I have 19 AC. I'm just.
You're going to keep it engaged.
I don't see any value of knocking around right now because everyone's kind of behind me. Nori's fine.
Yeah, you and Nori have got the 2 scarecrows on lockdown.
Yeah.
All right. You strike.
All right.
So
I'm gonna light this thing.
Light and fire, or are you gonna light?
Okay. I mean, it's on fire. What could go wrong?
Yeah. All right, go for it.
Let's find out.
I'm guessing at some point he came out of the room.
No, I'm shooting through the door at the thing.
Yeah, at the one that's on Nori.
Like I'm in the doorway. I can see it.
So where am I located? Because he's known to shoot people.
You are just outside the doorway. You are a little bit in the danger zone, but mainly it's Nori that's
move aside.
Because she's trying to shoot the one that's on her.
Excellent.
Oh, thank God.
Oof.
What'd you get?
7.
They're very scary.
So for
7 plus, it's on the middle bottom.
There we go.
So the
plus 6, so 13.
Just to tell you what goes into that is your proficiency. So you get your proficiency bonus, and it's your dexterity because it's a missile weapon.
Right.
So you have hit.
Perfect.
Wow.
I'm allowing it. If you would have missed,
no, this AC is actually 19.
No, it's 11. But if you would have missed, it would have hit Nori. So.
Oh.
Good at that.
Yeah.
I'll start asking questions a little bit more.
Hey,
arrows! You get an arrow. You get an arrow. Everybody gets an arrow.
Yeah, roll it
carefree elf.
It's a D8.
It's a D6.
I lived for 80 years, and that's nothing for many of them.
D6 plus 4 piercing.
Mm-hmm. It's an 8.
Okay.
So
piercing.
8.
And it's on fire.
4, 8. Well, the arrow's on fire, yes.
Wouldn't that be plus 4? Wouldn't that? Oh, yeah, it was 8. Oh, yes.
Yeah, you rolled a 4, plus 4, it's 8. The damage of the fire is doubled, so the 4 goes to an 8, plus your 4 is 12. You did 12 damage to this thing.
You did fire to it?
Because you lit the arrow on fire.
I spent my whole last turn setting this arrow up, and then I snap fired it. That's why it was like a scary roll, because I lit it and then shot it without taking time to aim or anything.
Yep. So that's why if you would have missed, you would have
with Corbin and Nori in between me, I should.
That's amazing! That's great! Did you see that? Great. I am now, and I am thoroughly impressed.
So Nori's in there fighting this thing, and all of a sudden an arrow comes right over her shoulder, hits this thing in the head, and like inside the burlap sack, behind its red glowing eyes, fire and smoke starts to pour out of the holes and the
cool
the wheat that's bound in there.
I'm new at this. I'm also kind of like cool.
I'm gonna take the cool.
I keep trying to make like little risky turns in my head. Like what?
Well, you want to write all this down later on.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Right. So.
Oh, let's go in the vault. We're gonna make a book worthy of getting Nori into Candlekeep.
She just needs to find a book worthy of getting into Candlekeep.
I'll make it.
Make a book. Good call.
So is that one still alive?
That one is still alive. It's not looking good. I mean, its head's on fire.
Or it looks worse. It's like even more scary. Now it's got fire.
So Nori, seeing that its head's on fire and thinking that may affect its appearance or it's a
fair assumption.
Its perception and cognitive abilities, forgoes all defensive stature. Just takes her mace in 2 hands. She's trying to do an all-out attack on this thing.
Get it, ugly
18
woman.
plus 5, 23.
That looks like a hit to me, Nori.
And that is a resounding hit.
Well, it's not.
Well, let's see if it's a resounding.
You homely ally.
Oh, damn. Again, 7 plus her strength of 3, so 10 more damage. Whew, so close. Again, this is not reduced by its vulnerability somehow. But yeah, she comes down and smashes this thing, and like its head caves in, the bag and all that stuff, and it's like a weird looking scarecrow, but also it's smashed and like flaming pieces of tinder and things out of it, little ashes as she smashed its burning head. Like, but it's still sitting there, like its head is embedded in his chest and it's burning. But it's still going. It doesn't look like it's very functional, but it's trying.
And this is the one on my
off to your right.
Yeah,
on the other side of the little
or off to my right. Yeah,
off to your right. It's so again like this is a pie shape with Dorbin at the tip of the pie. You're at one angle and Nori's at the other angle.
Yeah, so, yeah. All right.
Yep,
you're just at the tip.
You're just the tip of the pie.
Just the tip.
Mm-hmm. That's normally a halfling reference I'd use, but no halflings.
Gnomes are close to halflings. They're like the dwarves of halflings.
Can't wait to throw my dart at this.
We'll call them quarterlings.
Quarterlings. That's actually a pretty good name. I like that.
Then next is Dorbin.
I'm not going to throw a dart.
What are you doing? You have firebolting it?
I will firebolt the one that he's.
All right, do it.
With. Hopefully I don't miss, good buddy.
I'm confident in your ability, Master Dorbin. That should be. What a
18
strike.
plus 6. So
yeah, that'll
24.
hit. Slams into the thing. You see this little wisp of fire. Does it look like a dart? Does it look like a little firefly? Like how does it zoom? What does your firebolt look like?
It's like a ball of fire with a tail.
Like a tadpole or a sperm?
No, more like a sperm.
I was so excited you just say it looks like a dart.
Everything's
a dart.
Everything's a dart.
Does it fly straight or does it kind of do a little loop-de-loos and zoop around?
Probably little loops.
So this thing just like...
Special beam cannon! Yeah.
One day it might fly straight, but I'm still new at this.
You're still working on it.
It looks like a tooth I spit out.
So just roll my 1d10 fire damage.
That is correct.
That's not very much damage.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
It's more than mine.
So it's 3, but it is vulnerable to fire, so it doubles to 6.
Oh!
And it's on fire now.
Masterful hit!
They don't really have
There's no burn to it.
There is some things that do burn for a while, but a lot of these things are just... It's a magical effect. It hits, it goes off. I'll roll to see if it sets on fire. Let's do this. Do the
deciding dice.
The deciding die, the big foam die. All right, on a 1-2, it's set on fire.
Cocked.
What are you doing?
What a cock!
It is not set on fire. That was a 3. So, it is not set on fire, but it like a huge chunk of it burned, and like it's starting to like fall and lose its structure because it's just made out of straw. So now this arm isn't working too well for it because there's a hole here that's been burned out.
Yeah. Good.
All right. That is the scarecrows. So the scarecrows are doing what they're made to do. One's attacking you. One's attacking Nori.
Bring it on.
You.
Come at me.
I'm sure they seem less intimidating after our solid strikes.
Does a 20 hit? Yeah, not natural.
Yes.
But it still hits.
Yes, it does hit. That's what beats my armor class. It does. No.
Well, he's got a great armor class. You have an 18?
19.
I have a 19 armor class.
Super hard.
And I'm wearing scale mail,
1, 2,
y'all.
3.
Just wait till I get on the
4 damage.
50 plates. Ooh, it stings.
It stings, and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Luckily, you have some wisdom.
I am a wise individual, guys.
Whoa.
That doesn't count.
Clearly.
Kinda.
I think I'm scared. I rolled a. That is to give you. That is a.
I heard it, but
That's a 6.
Yeah, a 6.
That's 6 altogether.
A 6 ain't gonna cut it. I absolutely.
I was literally stepping on it.
I'm afraid to move my chair. It's so loud.
Actually, we determined that it's not as loud as we thought.
I did.
He said it's not
Wild magic sorcery.
Well, the loudest amongst us.
the loudest amongst us.
Yeah,
Doesn't
like,
think it's too loud.
it's not that loud, guys.
Hey, it's fine.
All right. I love the little conditions in the back of the player's handbook.
Yeah, so
that have like the little pictures.
Am I frightened?
You are frightened.
I'm frightened. What does that mean?
So as you get hit, it like this cold, like cold fear just like seeps into your bones, and like your mortality just starts flashing before your eyes. Like, why did I leave the keep? Why did I leave the protection of everything? Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within sight.
Oh, no.
The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So,
I use my bonus... Oh.
No.
Throw axes at
You
it.
cannot willingly move closer, but that doesn't mean you have to move away or move it away.
Okay.
You can overcome... Like, you can stand fast, but if it just walks away from you, you cannot pursue it. So, like, if you're going to be the hero, you're going to stand close.
Stand my ground.
All right. This is not permanent. It's not like a effect that's going on for the rest of the battle. It's a temporary effect, but I'll tell you when it's over.
Spoilers. Jeez,
Sorry.
I didn't know that.
Like, that's a super powerful ability if it's just like, this isn't a dragon.
Have you read the Monsters Manual? There's things that just do that all day long.
Yeah, right.
This thing does it all day long.
It's End of the World, like with the Wrath of the Gods, because it's all Cthulhu mythos. It's like every turn you go crazier and crazier, and it keeps getting worse. Like some of the savings versus get stacked, so it's like now you have to to a disadvantage.
I like to roll to see how far I push the shotgun down my throat this round.
Yeah,
What are
exactly.
your hit points at, by the way? Like, you're not too wounded, are you?
I'm down 9 out of 22.
Down 9.
Down by 9 from
Yeah.
22. And if I could math, I could tell you that.
All right, so the one attacking Nori,
That's mad.
But I'm not as intelligent as my warrior.
17 hits her, too. Not a good turn for the warriors.
I'm not as smart as my warrior is.
4. She gets hit. It's a more telling blow than yours. She left herself open.
Great.
So
I'm all about it.
Not great for her.
Oh, against her.
Nori got hit. Yeah, Nori got hit. She left herself open because she thought she could kill it. But she has pretty damn good wisdom saving.
Confidence is a flimsy shield.
She does not get feared. So.
What was that number you wrote?
Well, that's
How
good.
much she got hit for?
Correct. Fine.
Like,
That's not what
I was
she's
like,
left. No,
damn.
that's how much damage she has.
It's like you rolled 2
I
d4s.
got scared, but she didn't. Yeah.
She's a priest. She's got wisdom saving throw.
I know. But
I'm doing it
it's still
silly over here.
But you're stunning your ground. You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
Oh, I'm holding, boys.
All right.
I was doing this too, but everyone else is like putting the minus there. So sorry. We're new to character sheet manipulation, so we're doing different.
Currently, like, you could do it either way you want. I always tend to add up. Even though it says current hit points.
No, it makes sense. That's what I'm doing now, because I was scratching the little number out and then like writing the next one and writing.
Oh, no. Never like erase your total.
Yeah,
No, don't do that. You'll just lose all track. You won't know how healthy you are.
Well, you don't know how much hit points you go back to.
Yeah.
You start keep like.
Absolutely, yeah.
I was like, the reason mine is scratched out because when we did our leveling or whatever, we rolled
New hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went from 13.
So did you have your...
Oh,
that's what you had that
what
scratched
it
out.
was.
Because you got more hit points than you normally
And
do.
I got less. Ha.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, I'm the master of gimping my characters, that's for sure.
I'm level 7, but I have 17 health. I don't...
What's your charisma? Where we're going, we don't need charisma.
All right. Grace.
Grace, under fire.
Yeah.
We are... so I'm scared. So I have disadvantage to attack?
You have disadvantage to attack. If you move away from it, you cannot move closer. If it moves away from you, you cannot move closer.
Did we ever find out if I can knock something down with my shield master?
We did find that out, and you cannot.
I cannot. Oh, okay.
You get your shield added to your dex.
I do.
For almost all saving throws.
I do, which is really cool.
And you can knock things around by 5 feet.
I feel really good with my shield. It's very important to me.
But
so what are you doing?
knocking prone is a battle master ability.
What is
later on?
Disadvantage roll mean?
Disadvantage
Stay tuned,
means
folks.
you roll 2d20 and you take the lesser of the two.
Yeah.
So, are you attacking?
Yes.
All right. Attack with disadvantage.
I am.
I feel
Roll my ground.
Get the small beer ready.
It's actually ready.
Yeah, for some reason it's sitting.
Look, I'm doing
It's
area
alarm.
control
It's
right
the
now.
punishment.
Okay, I'm just swinging area control to make
It's like
sure
it's
it
swallowing
knows
more.
where the shark thing is. You don't want to get in this area because I'm swinging.
I'm swinging.
I'm swinging and
Oh my god.
oh, that would be a
It would have been a
natural
critical,
20.
but
But
instead,
I'll take the
17
17 plus 6 for
23.
yeah.
Yeah, you hit. You hit beyond, like, through your fear. You have conquered it. You're like, no, this thing is not going
And
to
I
be
will
better
do a mighty one-handed. Okay. I'll take a 9. I'll do a healthy 9 to it.
or 5, you know.
Resistance to slashing.
I appreciate you rounding up.
I do round up. Understand that I round up for everything, though, so even the enemies would get that, so.
Well, then I take back my appreciation.
Alright, so you conquer fear, you slash through. Now, do you succumb to that little bit of fear and bounce him back? Or do you stay engaged with him?
I stay engaged.
There you go.
That's what I read in the storybooks, and that is what I will do.
Hold fast, Sir Grace.
Oh, I'm holding.
You said
Are you fast to my hold?
Alright, I don't want to waste time setting things on fire again, so I can pretty much only see the one by Nori.
Yes.
All right,
if you're
so-
staying inside, you can only see the one.
Yeah, I'm staying.
But don't call me Sir Grace. I'm not knighted yet.
Oh. What? Yeah.
But the story's well done.
Down homely, priestess. 17, so 21?
That'll hit.
Actually, you can call me sir if you want. It makes me feel inspired.
Gives him something to live up to.
6, 10. Don't reroll.
5.
Do you sneak attack?
My riffs, I was like, yeah. No, it knows I'm there. I was thinking
No sneak attack for that.
So 10 for the damage.
What is the
It's still
trigger?
10. What?
What is the trigger for sneak attack? Do you have
to have advantage.
to
Yeah.
it? So.
And you either have to be ganging up on the same thing,
Yeah, flanking,
unaware,
or just have advantage.
yeah.
Well,
for
Nori's fighting it. Is that considered a gang up? No.
If you were together,
Oh,
yes, but it's actually technically I should be getting like disadvantage because it's behind her. But I'm not.
But
Yeah, it's not consequential. You.
Two different games.
Ads are stupid. Galen's watching us.
I was like, Hanson?
You mean
Oh yeah.
Shirt Vein?
Shirt vein.
We don't know who that is.
We don't know who that is.
I can't tell him to get ad blocker because we're
We
on
play
Twitch.
Riffs on Tuesday and we play D&D on Wednesday. And I guess if you're down, we're playing Wrath and Glory when it comes out.
Yes, we are.
Picking up another game.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, 40k,
The new-
anything goes. Oh,
Your knights.
for the Emperor. Oh, yes, Sentinel Knights. Good Godsman. You should be
So-
a part of it, and as should you.
All right. So you
Like a recruiter here.
the thing is like it has no head anymore. Its head's been impacted in this thing. Nori was like standing over it like this, and then she got hit and kind of backed off. And you got the perfect opening across her abdomen to go into its abdomen as its fire is spreading and burning down. You take the shot. It goes through, hits its burlap sack, tangles up into it, pulls it through, and just takes out too much of the straw and the twigs inside and cuts them, and then it can't hold itself up anymore. So the thing's like fighting her with its head down in its torso, and then it just folds in half. It's like it tries to twitch a little bit more, and its hands try to move, but then the magic just cannot support the structure anymore, and it
Like that, fellows!
Can I use my reaction to be like, huzzah?
it turns into a pile of twigs and sticks. Make a perception check.
I will.
Me?
Not you, him.
Natural one!
There it is. Nori killed that one.
Day.
She absolutely did. He's inside shooting arrows. All you saw was Nori in front of it, pounding it down, and then it's dead on the ground. So to you, in your mind, in the stories, Nori killed that.
I will still cheer, like, oh, merciful
First
shot!
shot is already-
No
Guys,
shot. You didn't see the
even
shot.
see me do it. I'm in another room.
Yeah.
I was talking to Dorvin
Oh.
Palace.
So from you, you're looking to the right. He's inside a building firing arrows out. You're not seeing those arrows go by. You're just seeing Nori fight this thing, and every time you look back, like, oh, its head's on fire and caved in. Oh, now it's fallen in half and done, and it's just Nori staying in front of it.
No, I know. I saw everything. Awesome. I'm. Oh,
right.
yes.
Enjoy your small beer.
Yes, thank you. We would like to have all failures be sponsored by Dos Equis.
Yeah, all critical failures are Dos Equis.
Yes.
Dos X's. No,
Dos Equis for no, that did not work.
All right, so
now it's not porque los no los dos, it's porque los dos.
Porque los dos? Why?
Rosie struck. Nori.
She goes again after defeating that
Scarecrow? It's her.
I gave +1 Red Lady faith. Yeah.
You do. She's charging the one on you. Smashing into it. She runs across the little garden. Again, has completely lost the fact that she has a shield and is not even utilizing it and just trying to slam into that thing with the mace.
Yeah, she's so cool.
God, I cannot roll. I hope that the D20s don't keep doing this to you guys later on, because I can't roll under a 15 tonight on my D20s.
Sweet how all the NPCs do
Here, you should borrow one of these D20s.
Yeah. How about you let me roll the golden child dice?
Actually, tonight you're sucking up all the bad rolls tonight. We've been doing really well over
here. I'm doing it, guys.
7.
Yeah, you used your inspiration to roll worse.
I did. Can I get inspiration for that?
I'm going to give you inspiration. Do you have the token? No. I'm going to give you inspiration because of your absolute failure to realize how that thing was defeated and you thinking that Nori did it. I love your crush on Nori.
I do have a mad crush on this.
So she comes over and smashes into the thing's legs, trying to take it down. Does an exceptional job. The thing is still coming apart. You're not scared of it anymore, by the way.
Oh, good. Oh, that's fantastic.
So
she's like my little mobile nightlight.
It's still alive.
It is still alive.
Nightlight.
You can tell that its magic is quickly.
She's your might light.
Yeah.
God, these puns are getting worse. Oh, sorry.
So you're saying maybe a dart could finish it off? Just kidding. I'm gonna firebolt.
Yeah, a dart would not finish that off.
You like that?
Piercing would do.
Oh,
nothing.
hey, look, it's at 24 again.
Oh, yep, that'll hit.
Woo!
Now let's try
that D10.
a.
Oh!
Is that a 10?
Holy crap!
Was that a firebolt?
That was a firebolt.
Woo!
So yeah, you just send that thing between Nori and Grace. That fire comes through, so she's you cut it at the top, so it was kind of toppling backwards. She comes down, smashes its legs, so it's crumpling there, and all of a sudden this thing goes wee 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 wee, comes up from the ground, blows out its back. You see it engulfs in fire up at the top. It looks like it's screaming, but there's no sound because it doesn't have lungs or vocal cords. It's like, and then it just
shitty wizard made this.
it just comes apart The burlap's not holding anything together. The twigs and everything inside just falls and hits the ground, smoldering. Still some of the tinder on fire.
Using your keen wisdom, you credit the townfolk.
I saw that Dwarven cast that fireball. And that is why you should not feel your power, Dwarven!
Oh. And that is the fight with the scarecrows and the rug that you guys all took on at once.
Woo!
And you handled the rug really nicely. I
handled what? Yeah, I heard you guys arguing back there.
I secretly handled the scarecrow really well.
Is insane for the challenge rating they put it at. Absolutely crazy.
I've seen it in action.
It took me 3 turns to wrestle it.
Yeah.
It did, didn't it?
It did.
That's why I'm so confused. You were really working that thing.
The thing is, all it is meant to do is try to wrap someone up in it and start choking it.
Yeah.
But it just does straight 10 damage around.
Don't you take damage when people poke it? Yeah.
So if it wraps around you and other people hit it, it takes half damage and you take the other half.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's so bad.
And Nori and I would have been all over that. Unhand our guide!
What a neat thing to put in dungeon number 2.
I walk over to after it's all settled and nice. I walk over to Nori because I said something really out of character, but it's partly in character here. I walk over to Nori and I put my sword away. I clasp her excitedly on the shoulder and I say like, "You want a book to get into Candlekeep? We will write it ourselves with fights like these." And I kind of push her away, but very like, And
then she to the Red Lady,
cheer it on,
yeah. Two freaking frat bro dudes around.
I kind of skitter past. Can I reclaim the one arrow that wasn't on fire?
Correct. Yes, you can do that.
Oh yeah, what was that?
You see him over picking up something off the ground. You're like, what the hell?
I saw I was carrying an arrow to stab you with. I can use it.
It's amazing that you hit the one spot of the combust when you attack it. Because I'm pretty sure I rolled really low on that arcane roll.
Oh yeah, it was our creepy fight music.
Is there music in the show?
It doesn't keep going.
I thought we had a disco drag.
We did.
The problem is trying to play something that's not going to get the video flagged for copyright.
Oh yeah.
So
if you want, I can.
We already got a finger
learn piano and
just sit there and just play.
Tonight's music is by Casio. It's just a Casio.
What is the biggest charmed longstaff? It's definitely the gnome. The gnome definitely has the biggest charmed longstaff.
Yeah. You heard it here first, folks.
Well,
yeah, we're trying to advertise anything. We want to get sponsored.
I'm so used to being in the chat.
Hi,
it's weird not knowing what to say.
Yeah, chirping is. I'm not gonna say.
Like if a big old slap of the back to Dorban Callis. They say that was some fine spellcasting. Do you think you could teach me? Do you remember the? I saw you do hand movements to make it. Do you think you can?
You?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I stifle a laugh.
I mean, I know enough about magic to know that magic is complicated, and so you'd think I'd be insulted, but I'm like, okay.
You're more let down.
I get, yeah, but I hide it.
I figured.
I hide it though.
The alchemist's lair. All right, so set the scene. So this little household alchemist lair is like an L shape. Right? The storefront is here. The laboratory was here. The storeroom was here. In the cusp of the L was the little garden. You guys have just vanquished 2 scarecrows out in the garden. You have subdued the carpet in the storeroom, and you have discovered a trapdoor that lead down to darkened stairwell.
Well, they have. I have. So what now, friends? I'm at a loss, personally. Did we just go traipsing in the woods for the alchemist and just some mad hut out there?
Well, we've found very little in here of worth, and no books to speak of, or the woman we seek. So the only way.
Well, you said that you could not. Well, you said you couldn't open that lockbox. Mm-hmm. Let me go give that a. Let me see if I can do something with that.
Sure thing.
And I'll go back into the storeroom and go back to that box.
That's the shop.
Yeah.
So you go back up to the shop. You pull out the lockbox. You're gonna just try to force it open.
I'm just gonna try to force it open.
All right, make a check.
Did you lock it back up?
He did.
Of course I did.
He did.
Another tiny beard.
I get another tiny beard.
Is there another tiny beard?
There are a couple more tiny beards.
I think I hurt myself. What?
Stella light. I think all Stella is light, isn't it?
It's just a lager. It's not necessarily light.
Paladins wouldn't use Helms of Disintegration. It's good for your alignment.
Effective paladins would.
So then I'm a black guy.
Ooh.
Oh, what?
It's from Family Guy.
Oh.
They were trying to roleplay in the bedroom.
Alright, use not going to disintegration. Paladins
are using it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, then I'm a black guy.
I'm a black guy.
Can you even grow one? Gin bottles?
All right. So
I tried to open those.
You tried to open it. It is a hefty lockbox.
I completely understand how Isarok couldn't open this. I'm like,
right.
Well, damn, that is quite the box. We need to question this alchemist. And then I realized I'm the only one in the room, and I'm like,
yeah. So everyone else, I think, is sitting around the trapdoor looking down.
Mm-hmm. I eventually will join.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I eventually will join. Well, good, because I ain't going down first.
Is your hand bleeding?
It's a blessing of the Red Lady.
Oh.
I received it when I start to. I think I start to lie about it, but I'm like, no. What is this? This gaping hole in the floor I haven't seen before.
So there are stairways heading down, stone-walled, stone stairs to darkness.
Stairways? Are there multiple?
One stairwell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a carpet here?
It's over there on the wall.
It's moving. It's like shimmying.
Should we?
It's like trying to kick you.
I've named it Robert. Be still, Robert.
Robert the Rug.
Robert the Rug. All right.
I had a cousin that was turned into a rug.
Was his name Robert?
It was. I was going to bring it up because I thought it would sound cheesy, but shut. So there's a cellar down here.
Yes. Are you heading down?
You tell me, Nori. Are we heading down? Is this what we're doing?
Somewhere there is a woman in danger.
There is a woman in danger. I
And
didn't see any tracks outside.
Corbin's
He may
fine.
have.
He protected us with an that. Do I
With
know enough
scarecrows
about
and
magic
rugs.
to know animated objects?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this person, him or through buying it, he has bought animated objects to protect his property.
There's no question about it. I say, yeah, well, absolutely. Like no one goes through that much effort to go to hiding. He not only is he down there, he's probably set to sit up there. He hasn't been seen in how long? He probably has food down there.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Well, the rug is there to protect people from entering, so he hasn't left as well. If he's down there, he's still down there. Someone should go first.
You're right. I do.
The
like,
rogue that just
whether
lets
it's
everyone
dumb
go
or not,
first.
I'm all about it.
I get it.
I'll go right behind him.
Okay.
I'm kind of invigorated. I've had a good time.
You want to try to look for traps while he's stomping down these stairs?
I'm new to this. Yes,
I'm
I
really
would
good at
like.
discerning
I would like
traps.
to. Yeah, I would like to kind of search around. I can see in the dark.
Setting off. There's a little bit of a difference.
Oh.
I found a trap! Two darts in your neck. Look! I have disarmed it for you.
What's that? A trap. Oh, okay.
All right.
Yes, I would like to search for traps before we head down. I think that's actually something we were gonna do when we found out the stream was dying, because he hadn't quite encountered. I think we were gonna look for traps on our next turn, and then he ran into scarecrows.
So you're going to go down behind him, or are you going to say, hey, you should let me go first?
Are you sure, Yusrak?
Before
You were only but a guide.
Don't you need a torch, Nori remind you?
I need nothing to see in the dark.
No, not you.
Oh,
I was enlightened by the idea of glory before me. Yes, I'm sorry. I was amazing. I didn't just trip and break my neck down the stairs.
I will, in the essence of profit, stop you in your tracks so that I might look forward into the darkness.
Thank you, my friend.
Perception.
Doran, do you have any... Man, do you have any...
So perception is I'm not proficient, so it's just what it is here, right?
You're not proficient in perception?
Yes, I am. Sorry. So it's this plus the
It's
proficiency.
whatever it says right next to it.
That's it.
That value is your wisdom and your proficiency.
Oh, okay,
points.
cool. Right on.
So, but
Oh,
it
that's-
does all the added.
You've done all the work for us. Look at this. I like it.
It kind of sucks that I built these sheets for you and gave them to you because you didn't get to write
That's
those
okay.
numbers in yourself and know where they came from.
I get it now. So 11 I got.
All right, so you're heading down and you detect no traps, and as you're stepping down the stones, there's a big click on one of the stairs, and it eats you. No, I'm just kidding. You detect no traps, and you set off no traps on the way down if you're going first.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't done anything in this whole time.
You have entered into a cellar. The cellar is stone-walled. It's pretty barren. There's not a whole lot going on in here. There's a couple, storage like pots and things like that have been set down here, like things to ferment in, or that need to be a little bit colder, like mushrooms and things like that. But there's not like stuff like there's not shelves, there's not cabinets or pantries or anything like that. There's just a couple pots sitting around, a couple burlap sacks, with mushrooms or other things that need to be kept cold. It's pretty barren.
How dark is it down here?
It is the little bit of light that is coming through the storeroom door into the trap door down a flight of stairs. So, yeah, pretty damn
dark.
dark.
I'll call up it appears safe down here. Come on with me.
You're going to need a torch.
Yeah, I was just saying, best door, but I only have so many of these. Do you have any tricks of light?
There's your cantrip. Fuck off.
No, I can't even see.
I'll let you think about that. I'll be right back. But Grace will be off to the side trying to get his tinderbox out, trying to come on, work at you.
You don't have the light spell, obviously.
I mean, I have...
Prestidigitation, I don't think, causes little lights. Or causes
that
lights
would be more like if there was a candle down there, he could light the candle.
Yeah, and same thing with thaumaturgy for her. The only spell that actually makes light is light, and neither of you have it, so
like, yeah, I can create a little bit of fire.
Yeah.
Do orcs see in the dark?
Oh, yeah.
So everyone sees in the
dark. Yeah, everyone has dark vision but him. He's the only human.
Maybe we should have him wait outside while we look around.
Yes. You get overblown. Yeah, he's very loud.
Oh, yeah. Is he blowing the mic out?
Well, let's see. I've just lowered it a little bit. Let me know if it gets a little bit better. I've lowered the top end threshold. We'll see. So, let us know, tipsy fishes. You're gold apparently. You should go to work for QVC. What? Your voice is very. You have a face made for radio. Is what trying to say.
I've heard both those things. You have a nice voice, and your face is probably radio ready.
All right. So you need a torch. There's no light. None of these magic users. What are you doing?
Lighting a torch?
Yeah. So, none of these magic users, since they all have dark vision, ever...
It's okay. I could not figure out this spell either.
Yeah. So, you have a torch again.
Torch and shield, here we go. I take point again.
I'm already downstairs.
He's already down. Oh. So, you're in this small...
Oh my God, already looking around.
You're in this small, octagonal-shaped cellar with... there's not a whole lot. Like I said, there's not a bunch of stuff on the walls. There's not a bunch of pantries, not a bunch of chests or anything like that. Just some bags and some pots. So make me some...
Let's start breaking some pots.
Little worthless gem-like pieces of glass.
Right, just big red, green, and blue chunks of glass.
Yeah. It hovers slightly above the ground.
Yeah, just spin. It's a really cool effect, but they are totally worthless.
You call them an investigation stuff?
For if you're searching, you can do perceptions, or you are doing perception, and you are doing a perception.
I'm
investigating.
What if my investigation is better than?
I'm actually breaking. I'm actually knocking pots and looking.
Wow.
Get behind me, sir.
I'm busy checking the mushrooms out for potency.
You need to rein that in.
It's right there.
I'm sorry.
All right, thank you, Tipsy.
Grace is so mighty.
Does it need to be more? I can lower the top end threshold a little bit more if you need.
I don't find shit.
What did you get?
Is that the one he just?
I got a. That was 3. Plus, 4.
Yeah, I got an 8.
I got a 7.
I got an 8.
Yeah. You did better than me.
And
motherfucker.
20.
Natural 20. You walk into the room.
Like, there's a door over there.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
You walk down into the cellar. All like, he's got the torch. He's like, everyone's doing their thing. You're looking through pots and things, kind of stuff, and you just walk down and go, "Oh, there's a secret door right there."
Wild magic.
Yeah. You walk up and just like touch the brick that's exactly the latch for it, and a secret door opens.
We immediately like
nice back.
turn to the wild
Did you get your
magic.
die?
You did not see what he just did?
Did you get your die?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
That's what I'm saying. It came back.
How
I
the
just
hell?
said the wild magic effect. You found a secret door and my dice popped up again in front of my eyes.
Cool, thank you. We had to do a little mic. Oh, I do need another beer, but we did a little mic.
Well, it's right over here, GM. If you
Might as well grab.
Three ogres enter the room.
Finish your punishment beers.
Yeah. Can I get a cold one, or am I stuck with these warm?
You gotta finish your warm ones.
Give me one of the small ones. Whoa!
Well,
sorry, Stella.
It's
sorry.
It's
sorry.
an awkward position.
Rich does it all the time.
I'm more dexterous.
He passes his saving throws. Alright.
That's what we call GM shade.
The shadiest of shades. I still have advantage, guys. I can fight anything anytime I want. I choose not to. I'm
You
saving
find
it for it.
the secret door. You swing it open. It goes to a hallway, which then quickly turns right.
Keep it.
So you are facing from this octagonal cellar to the south. There's a secret door. It slides or swings open to a small bit of hallway that quickly turns right.
Is there light coming from it?
There is no light.
How did it open? Was it like a stone?
It was a brick. It was a brick that latches.
One of us
it
should go
actually
first.
swung really.
Oh, really?
I'm not
smoothly.
going first.
Like it was almost like gnomish engineering.
Grace will step forward. Keep an eye contact with everybody, but like.
Beware of traps, sir.
Hello? Alchemist!
God damn it.
We were sent to help find you!
You enunciate into the darkness. You call out for the alchemist. The corridor is dark and still, and there is no reply.
He's not home.
Maybe we should go further in. Perhaps he has a closed bedroom door somewhere within.
Well, we don't know, but I mean, if I was down in the dark secret door chamber and I didn't want people to find me, I don't know what state I would be in. What if he just like walked in on him and he's like bent over a pig? You don't even know.
Perhaps if you were hiding in the cellar, you wouldn't respond to interlopers.
Perhaps if you stole the mayor's daughter, you wouldn't.
I just want to give him fair warning, okay? And I push on in.
All right.
Honor and valor. Come on.
So you're going first.
Yeah.
Who's second?
I'm behind.
Make a perception check.
22.
Ooh. That's good. That's good.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
22.
22.
Okay. So as you come in and as I said, it quickly jags right, and then there's a stretch of hallway, and then there's another jag left. So this just takes you in to put you down a hallway to then turn left. So as you come around the corner and you look down, unlit hallway, nothing in there, and you start walking. The moment you come around the corner, you're like, that brick is off. There's something weird about that brick. There's a brick on the wall. That you could tell is doing its own thing. It's unlike the others.
As much as I don't want to be like, hey,
You hit it?
oh yeah.
Okay. You push it in, and then you it's loose. It slides in, and then weight comes down on it, and you hear, and then something down the hallway goes.
Do we hear this too?
Yeah.
Back up! I get my shield out. No wait for a rolling bullet to crush me to death. I don't know.
That's it. That's all you hear.
Yeah.
That brick is still pushed in, and you heard some things behind the wall down the hallway moving.
Ishanok, what was that? Did you know what you pressed?
I could only tell that it was out of place.
Master Dorvin? Scion of the Red Lady? Does nobody have a fucking idea what we're doing down here?
I thought you read all the books about dungeon crawling.
Have I seen something like this before?
Roll it.
Okay. What am I rolling? Just intelligence?
I've seen this
Dungeon
before
hearing
from
is not a
Firefly.
thing
That came
anymore,
up like
so
3 times.
just roll
History?
Roll me history. Yeah.
You have read a lot of
Okay, not a natural 20, but I will take a 22.
Now, you have read that in a lot of the dungeons, the traps are a big thing. People set up traps. But, of course, the people that live in these dungeons, it's their fortress. They have to get around the traps. So there's generally buttons, switches, paths, little things to step on that deactivate the traps as you walk through. So maybe this is like, okay, if I'm walking through, I hit this brick, and now the trap won't go off when I walk by it later on.
Because sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and have to go to the bathroom without want to be dropped the gelatinous cube on top of your head. Yeah. I will share this with the it could be, I do not know, but that seemed like a we heard clicking in the walls and everything. Yeah. Well, keep that eye out again, would you?
Seems a safe assumption. Let's move forward.
How about you move forward? I'll be right behind you, Issarak.
You got it.
You got the eye. I'll keep the torch right behind you.
That's not very good. 5.
You're second, right?
I am second, yeah.
What is the rest of the order? So you're first, you're second.
I'm third.
Okay, and then Nori's going to take up.
Because I don't want to be in the front or the back. I want to be kind of
so now you make a perception check.
Okay. They do call me Grace the Perceiver. Back in,
Candlekeep? Yeah.
Well, not a candlekeep per se.
Make me a perception check.
Also, congrats on
I am proficient perception. Hold on, that was a 7. That is an 11. 11.
All right.
Congrats on actually making it into the caddy twice in a row. That's pretty
good
impressive.
For you.
Good for me.
18.
Your enunciation. The emphasis on the wrong syllable. I love it.
Emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Good for me.
All right. So
like it's medicine.
You walk forward to where the corner turns. The corner turns. There's another small bit of hallway before there's a door. You follow closely behind, and as you walk up, and you're sitting in the corner, like the turn, you see the slits where the poison dart trap would have shot everyone as they walked through, but it has been disabled.
Guys, we didn't get hit by poison darts.
I know, that's great, isn't it?
And he's like,
why would you say that?
Look at these things.
Because we have a master of dart observation and identification right here.
He knows about
darts. Master.
Clearly dart holes.
I am going to make the spell Detect Darts, and that's going to be a 3 spell for you.
I cast Detect Darts. There are no darts.
There's no dart traps here. And then
Except for me.
And then he walks in the tavern later on. He's like, "There's no darts here."
Or he rides into town and he's like, darts.
That tavern has darts.
Which tavern do we choose? Let's ask the sorcerer.
You're gonna have to write in a gamble for him. Where he plays the.
You can make that. Can sorcerers write their own spells, or is it still just wizards?
No, they cannot write their own spells, but as player GM, they can manifest their own spells that's going to be the only thing they have. Remember, they don't get to memorize spells.
I would love to play other casters, but I'm always clinging to wizards because they're the other ones that can do this and that with magic. Yeah.
So you find he points out that there is a dart trap in the corner of that hallway that is not going off because
there's no darts coming out of it.
There's no darts coming out of it. You both of you
and
walked.
That is why you were ticking
both
points.
Of you guys walked by it. Both of you guys walked by it, but you disabled it, and he can even you. Being known, you figure out the function, okay, that entire corner was a pressure plate. You push that brick in, which was holding up a mechanism. Push the brick in, it lowers it down, which basically puts a shimmy underneath. So now the plate in the corner doesn't go down and release the darts.
So you found the brick, you push it in, you saw the mechanism that would have happened with that.
He saw the output. And
right. So I'm gonna look back to our half-orc red lady friend and see so based on this, would the red lady have a line order here? Is there a better way of doing this?
Oh, what?
Marching order.
Oh, okay.
It's like
You pray to
our God, our God, yeah,
Goddess.
Great guy.
She starts talking in Orcish.
No.
She
Into the last,
our
please.
guy obviously should be first. You have knowledge of these traps and things, but no, one of us with shield bearing
Right.
should be close behind.
Just wanted to check. That's so. All right. Come on,
Good.
Scout. Isarak.
Let's go.
There's a door.
I do prefer you in front of me than
Perception.
that bow behind me.
Perception, investigation, whichever's higher for you.
So 22.
Oh,
The door is not trapped, not locked. It is a nice door. It's got a good mechanism, but it's not a locking mechanism.
Can I see through the keyhole?
There's no keyhole. Like I said, there's no locking mechanism on this door.
Can I?
It is a latch.
Can I feel under? Is air coming? Is there airflow beneath it?
There
around
is.
It? Is it coming towards us or?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's going out.
good
to,
questions.
yeah.
Good questions.
All right, so I'm going to very slowly open and look in.
Okay.
I'm gonna peek too.
You can
Like
see.
right above his
I'll
head.
get low.
Yeah.
You get high. There,
So
there we go.
you're doing the Scooby Doo.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
He could get low because he's already
He's
low.
even lower.
Yeah.
I put my hand on the back of his head while I do it.
No, the two of you can crowd up. Like you get your shield in there, and you crack the door open. You get a terrible angle of a part of a room, and then you swing it open enough to get your heads in there and get a good clear picture of the room.
It's like, is
So
there
the-
light in the room?
What?
There isn't, only he can see what's going
He's
on.
got it's his torch, but you'd have to put the torch in to see.
Don't do that yet.
There is light in the room.
There is light in the room?
There are two oil lamps, like recessed oil lamps in the
And they're
room.
lit?
They are going. They seem to be recessed and fed by some mechanism. So they're not like just oil lamps that have been pushed there. They're oil lamps that are being fed from somewhere else, and this place is being
And we know this how? Because
it's a gnome.
Oh!
Gnome.
Okay.
I'm just saying stating that. But there's light in the room. There's two little light fixtures in the room that are going off.
Okay.
So you don't need light. So
I'm
the
gonna
room.
snuff my torch before I burn it out.
So the room starts with this door opening up. The walls from the door that you're coming in angle out like this, right? Then it squares off.
Okay, so like a V and then a cubicle kind of. Okay.
like a house, but we're on the roof. Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
coming in. You're coming in from here.
Do we see those doors?
I was going to say,
Yeah,
we
you
see
see those doors.
We do see those
Yeah.
doors.
So
yeah.
you see all these doors, and in the corners. Sorry that you're not seeing this, but it's they're coming in
It's
from the
very
top.
telling.
Doop doop doop. And there's a door on every wall, and in the far two corners there are ornamental either statues or armor racks. Like
Yeah.
there's two like knight looking armor sets.
Here?
Yeah, just sitting in the corners.
Under an alchemist shop? I'm gonna look at these. I'm gonna look at them.
So you're gonna open up the door and walk in.
Yeah, I want to.
well, hang on.
perception check.
Yeah.
Sorry, my intellectual curiosity
Yeah.
gets the better of my.
10. So.
Looks
Alright, so-
clear. Great.
so-
Let's go.
So he's looked in. He's starting to put his torch away, and he sees those things in the corner, and he's like, "Oh!" And he just starts going in. Do you?
I try to stop it. What is it? We're slow about this. Slow about this.
I'm a.
We've almost been shot by darts once.
If he tries to stop me, I will be. Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah.
We're dungeon crawling.
Yeah.
Everything here can kill us.
I want to know what those are. So do I. Some of them shine. I am Batman. Yeah.
You're talking like Nori now. You trying to impress her?
Maybe she's been. I mean. This
Oh, yeah.
is the week.
I'm shipping it
It
now.
depends if
shipping
it's
it
the
now.
week of the Red Lady.
And grace it, Nori.
So, without like the investigation, I look? Obviously, I did not do very well in my investigation, but I can look around. I can see. Do things look out of place? Are there footprints in the dust? Is it dusty?
This
Does it
place
look
is
like-
actually really clean.
Oh, that's
So it looks
disconcerting.
used. Yeah.
So you've got the two light fixtures on the sides. The two light fixtures are in the side walls that you're on. So like those two little angled walls. The light fixtures are in there. They're embedded in the wall. The oil is being fed from somewhere. These are fairly high-tech light fixtures. It's a gnomish. You figured out that the gnome, and he's an alchemist. So these could be ever-burning lanterns or something. Who knows?
So I would Dorbin,
or ever-burning.
come up to the door. Tell us what you know of this architecture.
The door, Dorbin.
The architecture in here is definitely not gnomish.
I'll take a step back and let you get in.
This is older, but
because he's right behind you.
Make me a history check.
History check, huh?
You have history, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you're a sage.
Well, if you take 6, you add 6 more to it.
It's 12. You know that this isn't like a gnome didn't build this. This isn't a gnome home, but there are definitely gnomish additions to this, like the trap, these torches or these lanterns. This was already established. That building, even the storefront, and now this going down was already here. And it's been here for a long time. These bricks are old.
Can I for the sake of learning the mechanics of D&D, so he's a sage, so he's getting this role, and I'm also a sage, and we're both from Candlekeep. Can he, while he's inspecting this, can I give him my observations as a help action to give him advantage?
Well, you absolutely could help him, but helping doesn't give advantage. I think it gives a +2 or something like that. I'd have to look it up. But you can roll on your own. Now, kind of knowing he's only getting a 12, you may want to just try to get something better yourself.
Sure, all right. Yeah, I will. I will. He's in the room.
Yeah, well, he's stepped a little bit in the room. You guys haven't gone pretty deep
I'm still going to wait for Easter to take a look first.
Yeah.
I just did.
He did. He's looked across the room.
I found it was very clean, that I don't see anything outward.
And there's, besides the light fixtures and the statues, this room is not just barren. It's got a couple pieces of sitting furniture. Yeah. It's got some obviously placated art on the wall, just blah art that you would find in any bazaar. So this is a reception chamber. This is someone would receive guests here.
Okay. All right.
Well, we're guests.
We are guests. We are. Yeah, but the gnomes makes you worried because gnomes like to make interesting things into rooms.
You've already known that this guy has magically imbued constructs and such, protecting himself. So, watch out for everything. Traps.
I specifically want to look at these armor pieces.
Okay.
Well, it's safe. Let's walk in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's safe for you. You have walked in. You've stood around for a bit. Again, there's a door on each wall on the side and a door straight across from the entry. So, you're walking in and you're heading up to the armor.
Yeah, I will. But before I do, just a cursory glance. Are these doors interesting looking at all? They're just... Okay.
So the doors, I will describe them real quick.
I really wish I had detect magic. I would love for me to have just detect magic. If I knew one spell, just that.
Yep. Yep.
That's why I like feats. I would love to take the ritual feat and just have the detect magic ritual.
I feel like every character is I just need one.
That's fine.
Actually, I think detect magic is a little bit longer spell anyway. I don't think it's a single action, so the ritual might be an hour.
Yeah.
So, the doorways.
I need some sun.
Well, I'm feeling a little jaundiced here. Yeah, you are.
Neon white.
It's great. I love how the light is just fixating on you because usually I am pale as a ghost, and you are making me look. You're like my suntan wingman right here.
My superpower is low saturation.
Yes.
From entering the room, the door off to the right seems utilitarian and very unassuming. It's just a square wooden door in the wall. The door straight across is a double door, and it looks to be a little bit more ornate. I mean, it's not fancy by any means, but it looks like this is where you go next, guests. And the door off to the left seems... so the door off to the right, it's utilitarian, but it's still decorative. The door to the left seems purely utilitarian and looks like it's got a lot of wear.
That was my next question. Was if the doors have any wear on?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the armor, but I said I scanned these doors on my way over there, and I asked Nori, could you check out the left, that utilitarian looking door? That was to our left, right?
I would advise not going through the common door because it gets used all the time. You're most likely going to run into things there.
Or I will leave it to the tactician.
Which armor set are you going up to? They seem pretty similar.
I'll go to the one on the left.
Your left, which is also next to the utilitarian.
Like Nori, could you take a look? Yeah. When you start talking, when you say that, I'll say, could you take a look at the right?
I want to look at I want to touch paintings and look behind them and stuff.
Yeah. So
sneaking around.
You start giving me an investigation to search. Nori walks up and she's just setting against that utilitarian door.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
It's a 25. To finish your beard.
So Nori walks up to the utilitarian door and just like puts her shield against it, and, like, you know, leans in, just like listen to it. You walk up to the armor. You start looking over paintings and the furniture and searching for valuables. What are you doing?
Just panning around the room, basically.
Just
look at
the
armor, checking things out. I don't care about that armor.
I don't care about no armor.
I'm
so
still
I
in my mage
the
armor now, glowing purple.
So that lasts for like 8 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's nice. Have you seen the shield spell? I thought the shield spell sucked, and then until I realized, like, that's
it's a reaction.
Yeah.
But it only lasts one turn.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Well, that's why I thought it sucked.
It'd be great for a wizard. Not so great to take up a slot for a sorcerer.
That's the thing, yeah. If it was a cantrip, that would be amazing.
Yeah. Alright, so the armor, you walk up, it's older, very functional design. It's half plate, but there's a lot of missing pieces. Like, since it's up here for decoration, it's not like a full set of armor.
Sure, but what I'm looking for are signs of glyphs, signs of...
You can get 2 signs of its gauntlets hitting you upside the head twice.
Oh, shit.
What? As the moment you walk up, it just takes... its arms like... and just slam into your head. And both of them almost immediately jump up out of their little racks. Like,
both armors do.
Yeah. They are both animated armor sets.
Oh, gee.
Oh, jeez.
Leave it to Grace to find enemies all the time.
I didn't touch it.
Animated scarecrows, animated armor.
And I think this is bad. This is a 21 and a 19 to hit.
They both hit.
They both hit. Okay. That's bad.
Just barely.
Yeah, 19. If they match my armor class.
That is.
Yeah.
Apparently, it doesn't matter, though, because everyone's rolling 19 or higher. But yeah.
It was a 14 and a 17 with their pluses. You know, they have proficiency.
Well,
so,
I need plate armors when I
now,
I don't wear
those
these bitches when I
scarecrows
wear
did
them.
miss you a lot until they hit you.
That was last week.
No, it wasn't.
It was like just 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago. 4 and 5. So, 4 damage and 5 damage.
We haven't healed, have we?
You didn't take a rest. You guys didn't say you took a rest. So.
Didn't. We just carried on.
You just carried on.
We're new adventurers.
In that case, I am looking pretty banged up by that.
Initiatives. These things are moving.
You need to stop walking up to things.
Thank you, Master Doom. I say as I take a glove to the face.
Nice.
All right, I'll take that.
Good.
I'm
You got a 20 on
smack
that
this thing up
initiative.
against the wall and.
Hey. You need to go before me still, right? Yeah.
Dorban, what do you get?
18.
Isarak,
21.
Grace,
So 20 into 21.
21.
But he got the natural 20, so...
Damn. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
I was very spooked.
Initiatives.
Very,
like
very good all
like,
around. Nori got a 19.
Dang.
So, like, you guys are all, like, on
You're
edge.
very
You guys are on
ready,
edge and you're ready. I mean, you obviously weren't ready because you walked right up to it. But you're ready for the surprises. So 21 East Rock Grace. Pick who goes first. I feel in this first round at least, though, you're the one getting attacked. So you're the one reacting.
I had my shield and my torch out at the time.
You had your torch. You snuffed it because you.
I did snuff it. Yeah. I'm going to start off with a bonus action. Just try to and just pin this thing against the wall with my shield mastery.
Bang!
Which is I don't know if you want to do anything with that.
Opposed strength.
Yeah. All right. Let's get a feel of how strong these things are.
Whew.
Can it beat a 22?
It got a 21. It's pushing hard against you.
You're trying to pin against the wall. I'm just gonna just smack my sword.
Smack it.
Bam!
Now,
That's in the bottom.
You could you got a little bit of inspection on this. Like if there's straps, there's the connectors. Like you can just start trying to get in there. Like if you can get into the armor with your sword and start cutting straps and stuff.
I know armor. I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So try to get it down in there and rattle in there and take the straps off and pull it apart.
I would love to do that.
Give it a try.
Okay.
Oh, that was your bonus action.
That was his bonus action to pin it.
I'll
give you advantage.
Advantage?
Because you got it pinned.
Oh, great.
So 6 or...
hold on. I got a lot here. That's plus 6, so 15.
15. So you go up to try to get this thing in there, and you get it into its helmet, and it's you're like, oh yeah, I got this, and it just goes clink, and pins its neck down, and your sword goes, ah! And you're like, son of a bitch, it just bound my sword up inside of it.
Geez.
This thing just went, nope, no, you don't get that in there.
I got you, bro.
So should help.
It is just armor.
So should help.
The other armor is moving as well.
So as a
I
cutting,
use my bonus action.
You already used your bonus.
So as a cutting action, I can run up to assist.
You can dash as a bonus, as a cunning.
So then I want to try to dagger in and do the same thing. Cut an arm free from strapping.
You have advantage because you're ganging up on it and it's pinned. So go for it. Roll 2d20. Take the highest.
I'll take a 2.
Oh, what?
I rolled 2 2s.
Holy crap! One of those small beers, give it to him. That's his now.
Go down the hatch, baby
plus 6, so it's an 8.
Yeah, you come up and you're not as familiar with armor, so you're like kink, kink, kink.
I'm trying to get it.
Okay.
I want to cut an arm free, so that seems like the most. But yeah,
you're I rush this. All right, that goes to Nori.
We're in a tight spot.
All right, Nori looks up, sees that there's 2 people on that one, sees that you're sitting in the middle of the room alone, and sees the other one is moving and pretty much looking right at you. So she's like, ah! And charges the other one.
Come on, Nori.
She's not charging shield out, though. She's charging shield up. She comes in crashing, she swings that mace, and that thing just all of its natural armor, it is just armor.
Yeah.
And it's just it crashes against the shield and then just shrugs its shoulder and catches her arm so she can't get that wrap around for the mace. It just rattles uselessly against this thing. But she's up there and pinned up against it too, so...
Fellows, I believe we've lost the element of surprise.
Thanks, Isara!
Alright.
We're very close after yelling.
I will yell.
You just yell.
I'm just yelling all the time now. I don't know if you've noticed.
That's how I talk.
Where my left buttock is, but it's not where it should be.
Right. Dorbin Callis is next.
Come on, Dorbin. Get us out of this jam. We're not looking okay here.
I don't.
Darts.
Shut up, Darts.
I am just gonna...
And you think it might be time to use magic.
I am gonna hurl a firebolt at it. At the one Nori's on.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Firebolt.
Oh,
just because, at least to my knowledge right now, I don't know a weakness of these.
Right.
But this seems better than...
You can try an Arcana check if you know anything about these things.
That's what I was trying to do, and then it just punched me in the face.
Twice.
So...
Twice. Oh.
22.
22.
All right. So, just knowing animated constructs and magic, and the fact that this is just pure metal and armor that has been animated, you have a suspicion that it might be immune to poison. You probably couldn't blind it, charm it, deafen it, exhaust it, frighten it, paralyze it, petrify it, or poison it.
Kick it, bop it.
And it probably doesn't have vision that you can affect in any way.
Yeah.
But you don't think it has any other like specific immunity or resistances?
Oh, that's it.
So, I mean, like slashing, piercing, poking, burning, like all of that will probably affect it.
It may have a weakness as screwdrivers.
All right, now it's firebolt time.
Or pry bars.
Yeah.
Yes, firebolt.
Sperm bolt.
20. Not now.
Oh,
Not
20
natural.
hits.
20 is good though.
20 does hit it.
Yeah! What'd you hit with? Firebolt?
Firebolt.
I do 1 whole fire damage.
You warmed him up for me.
1, huh?
That's for Nori.
Oh, yeah.
There is a blackened portion on its chest there, and a part of this one of the strappings is a little bit blackened and brittle.
Shit, boys, this is not good.
The armor,
This is not good.
This is not good. This is not ideal.
This is not good.
the armor feels more comfortable.
It's like, oh
nice.
thanks. Like that.
Warm.
Whew.
Oh, ooh, ooh.
Okay. That goes to the armors then.
Oh, no. Just,
All right. So the armor is going to try to hit you twice. It has disadvantage on both because you are pinning it.
Yeah, it's what's that condition called? It's
Entangled or whatever. Like
something. Yeah. Restrained.
So it is, and I was like, it is not trying to break free yet. Like it's still just trying to. It just wants to hit.
Right.
So you can't yell at me for hitting you every time. You got a 2 and a 3. All right.
I will yell for joy
For its first attack.
Just yell every time.
Oh.
Its low dice is what?
Just a
Did you roll 2 20s?
almost 2019. So
Wow, so 19 is the low dice.
the 19 is low. It's not a crit, but it hit you.
Uh-huh.
But like,
For how much?
we're gonna find out. I normally don't like to ask this, but how much do you have? I'm just looking.
4.
You have 4 hit points left. Oh yeah.
I wasn't going to say.
This is bad. 3.
What?
3 damage.
You hit me for 3?
I hit you for 3. I rolled a 1 and hit you for 3. I'm still here. You have
You hit me for 3?
3.
You're
That's amazing.
You're
I'm
gargling.
still in it, boys. Hit him with everything. You got messed up.
You're gargling teeth.
You have your heroic whatever.
Yeah,
like,
that's
heal,
what I was gonna say when I said like, oh wait, I already used my bonus action.
And also,
It's almost your turn again.
Nori is a priest. Like she's engaged. She's your other tank.
She's got spell slots though. I know magic.
Yeah, she is your cure person. So.
Yeah. I didn't call it out for her.
All right. So that was your attack.
No.
This is 2 attacks against Nori.
He's like, I did not do this.
That's a miss and a hit for Nori. And it does 3 to her. So.
Oh, wait, I did.
Alright, I went through my little taquitos, so I'm gonna get a.
Brings us back to the top, right?
Brings us back to the top. So now either of you can go.
Easter Rock.
Well, I still have advantage because we're on top of it together, right?
You still have advantage. Now,
I got
just to throw the tactics of D&D out there, because you're not like too aware. If Nori tries to disengage to go help him, that thing's going to get to attack her when she leaves. He's calling out for help.
No, I did not. I said I did not.
You did not take your free action to
I specifically did not.
Okay.
You
sure you don't want to now?
No, I said afterwards that I will not, because we just got in here and I'm feeling a second wind coming on.
All right. I'm just saying, if you would have called out, then he could have gone and engaged the other
you want
one.
to do that for cool
So
D&D points?
she could go over to you and heal you without getting an attack of opportunity.
No, are you kidding me? What kind of tank does that?
All right.
What kind of tank calls for healing?
Go ahead and.
Do I need to spend it? Do I need to spend a turn to change between my dagger and my rapier? No,
there's a lot of stickler GMs out there that do the switch object, all that. Like if you were grabbing a potion out of your pack or something like that, that would totally take a round. If you have your weapons set up.
So I'm still going to try the same thing. I'm going to try to slide my sword in there, and even my rapier is still cut.
Oh yeah.
And
the thing is, being as thin as it is, it might have help getting up in there and
try to
the straps.
cut its arm away from its body, so it can at least hit him only once more.
Yep.
That's much better.
Oh, I saw that too. And I was
dexterity for this, or is that what it is?
Yes, with your rapier.
So 19 then.
That hits.
Wasn't it
you poke a button now.
It doesn't feel like a good solid hit.
But sorry, plus 6 starts 21.
21. Okay, that feels like a better hit.
Oh, okay.
And your
That's right, I
dexterity,
forgot.
and the number's already there.
So let's...
now, you get your sneak attack, which I don't know if it has it on there. It might
just I get a d6 also.
Which
one are you hitting? The one on
plus
Lori or the one on me?
The one on you.
My damage gets an extra
damage
d6.
with a plus the d6 plus the damage bonus, which is your dexterity.
So 5 plus
your dex
4, so 9.
It also tells you that it says plus 4.
Yeah. Oh, plus 4. Sorry, so it would be 13. Because I get plus 4 to piercing.
Oh.
Well, no, that plus 4...
Yeah, you got rolled a 5 plus the 4 is 9.
Yeah.
No, so I got a 1d8 plus 4, so that my d8 was whatever.
Yep. And plus the d6.
Plus the d6, but I don't also get the plus 4 for
No.
piercing.
No, that's just a raw d6.
Oh, okay.
If you
Thank you, Lord and Savior.
No, I mean, so I didn't add my 4 to my d8, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you did. You rolled...
Oh, it's my dexterity. Sorry, that's what it is.
It's your
dexterity. Okay, sorry. I'm learning.
Yeah.
You're doing great, Isra.
The way I feel is that most people have all their weapons and have trained with all their weapons so much that just like getting it out for combat, and man, like it's already pretty harsh as it is to wait those turns between getting things in and out for combat. It's rough.
I like bonus actions for it, but I'm not gonna.
And I like if you try to do, I'm going to do a reaction, a bonus action, switch my weapons and attack. I'm like, oh, hold on. Like, you can't take all of that.
I'm a fighter. I will get to that point.
Oh yeah.
It's like a bonus
You're
action
a
to do
master. Like that. All your stuff is bonus actions.
I know that's gonna be hard to like. I'm gonna feel like a spellcaster, which is what. How I got that? Because I'm not a wizard, so I'm gonna use all my bonus actions doing.
Yeah. All right. So you get the rapier up in there. You feel it going around. You feel some cuts. You see some plates loosen up, but its arm doesn't seem disabled by any of this. But you're doing damage to it. Like it is starting to break down its function and get a little bit more caught up. So the thing is, like, it's really hard to judge on animated objects or constructs. How much you've heard it.
Honestly, it's amazing you can get a sneak attack off an animated object.
It's not a sneak attack. It's a advantage attack. It's that like they do it against like undead now.
It's
you used to couldn't do that.
Oh yeah, but all it really is
it's
like,
more like a dex bonus because you're holding it. So I'm getting to get a chance.
Like on the undead, like if you can smash the back of that spine, if you can break the shoulder, and just, like it's the extra damages. You just get that better hit.
I like to call them opportunist attacks. Yeah.
So,
in the modern 5th edition
terminology.
It's your turn now.
Is it?
Yes, it is your turn.
Oh, well...
I would try the tactic of not getting hit in the face.
Excellent suggestion, Corbin. Dorman. Callus. Yeah. So am I still pinning it?
It didn't try to break free, so yeah, you still have a pin.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to maintain that, and I'm going to... I'm seeing all this thing going on, and I'm realizing, like, oh, we just stepped into a world of trouble, and I just go... And I'm going to get my second wind going on here, which is, I believe, is a D8 plus level. Is that what it is?
Is it only D8? I thought it was your hit die.
My hit die? Oh, it is my hit die.
I believe it's your hit die. Let's just run with it for now. It's your hit die plus your con, or... 2. Is it plus your level or plus your con? Let's go with level. So
let's go with level.
So 4 more.
I think it's
the same either way.
4.
So 4.
You regain 4 hit points.
I will take it.
And if you want to attack this thing still,
absolutely.
You still have advantage.
Yeah.
It was 18. So you got 4 back. You'd be.
No, I know. I've taken 18. That's how much I've accrued.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Now I've accrued to 16. Yeah. I work upwards. Yeah.
So he's down to 14.
So I can hauntingly see how close I'm getting to 22. Gotcha. My max health. Yeah.
I see.
He counts up. I count up as well.
Oh, I gotcha. I see it.
It's an old school thing.
It's everyone. Like everyone has their own way of tracking their stuff on their sheet.
Attacking with advantage?
Yes.
Yes, I will try to. I'm going to try to keep slicing at straps and
just get the sword loose and get it down in there.
Bonus actions, man. That's crazy bullshit.
Well, you have the.
I know. I have the same thing.
That's not good. That is a 13.
Wait, what is it?
Again,
13 doesn't hit.
Again, it's like it just knows exactly how to move. To lock up your sword and not let it go. It is just armor. It is just there to defend.
I'm pinning it. Somebody stop it! I can't even see the other armor because I'm so.
And you're still not calling out for help.
I did just now. I was like, somebody end this thing. I can't see it.
Okay, but that doesn't tell Nori that you.
That's fine. She's the priestess of strategy. She should know all this thing.
Yeah, she pinned the one that was going to go after Dorbin.
Yeah, that's great.
Right.
That's why I'm not to.
So that was both Israk and Grace.
Magic!
Nori goes next. Nori is
gonna take a fist to the back of the head trying to save this guy. I'm just glad it's someone not me this time. Like, it's always me.
It's Tuesday. You're the tank of the Tuesday game, aren't you?
Oh god! But not even the tank, but also the anchor. What do? I get stabbed really bad.
Yeah.
What did you do last round? I got shot really bad. What did you do before that? I got pinned down on the ground for like a really long time.
That's why they call them glitter boys. They're so shiny. We just gotta attack that thing.
That's more of a shitter boy. Like a steel outhouse.
Shitter boy. That's what they call the unpolished ones.
I'm very unpolished. I've had my reflective garb stripped twice.
She is casting Shield of Faith on herself.
Oh, good for her.
So, all the paint that's on her armor, those streaks and all that stuff, like becomes way more vibrant and actually like peels off of her armor and like becomes a new set of armor that's just swirling around her, standing in front. So it looks like, did you ever play Guild Wars 2?
Yes.
There was one like that paint effect.
Mesmers. Yeah.
Not the Mesmers, but like in their CGI and their videos.
Yeah.
It had that crazy paint effects. But it looks like her paint is coming off and just being an extra layer of shielding around her.
It would be really cool to see if I wasn't so like, stop it already.
Well, you've regained enough consciousness to know that you're in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah, we're in a tight spot.
I'm very close.
We're in a tight spot for her.
We're in a tight spot.
I'm kind of like, I don't want you to get hit anymore, but at the same time, you have way more ability to get hit than I do.
Not at the moment. Durbin, you are up.
My armor should help me.
It helps you from getting.
Durbin, shoot this one. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. We're very, very close to it.
That doesn't matter so much, but maybe concentrating on one might help. Like, tactically sound.
Might I suggest this one?
So,
like
naturally,
even Nori would be like, because you called out and said, we need to end this.
Yeah.
Nori would like call out, like, we need to focus on one.
Great.
Attack the pinned one.
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree.
Corbin, perhaps some fire on this one.
That?
She does actually say that.
Okay.
Perhaps some fire,
she's doing pretty good. She put up her Shield of Faith. You've got that one pinned, so to her mind, like, might as well just get that one down.
All right.
Yeah.
Corbin!
Throwing a firebolt at the elf. I mean, the pinned one.
Yeah.
Corbin, Corbin.
I'm just going to throw this out there. You saw that, like, your firebolt doesn't have any more oomph to it, and it's pretty variable. So, you know that your magical darts hit harder if you want to start using your bigger spell, that's up to you. If you want to start getting into the your big spell slots, but you feel that you would do more damage with your magic missiles, your darts, your magic darts.
We haven't used these since the rats.
Yeah.
It is the thing. Like it's 3d4 plus 3.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Which is a minimum of 6, maximum of 16. 15.
I know we can't skinny that, but I'm like, you do that.
But, the other one is a D10, minimum of 1, maximum of 10.
So can I throw my firebolt now?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Dorvin, throw your fucking fire.
Sorry, I don't want to
No.
let you influence me to do that. I'm like, well, this is what I had planned on.
Do it.
Do you have meta magic yet?
But since Nori said that, I will focus
on that one.
Natural 1.
Can I use my inspiration for him?
No.
What do you have in here between minor illusion and massage? Oh, never mind.
Massage.
What's between here and happy ending?
You rolled a 1 with your firebolt, huh?
Yeah.
Firing into combat.
No,
you'll
one for damage, right?
You'll just
was that one to hit?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I have one. No, I second winded.
It's you or me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So damn it.
So
yeah, he's wrong. Take
roll
one
your damage.
Right. Roll for damage. All right, 1.
Hey, you keep rolling those ones.
You get singed by a fire.
This puts a rift.
Here's your reward for rolling 1.
Hey.
What's funny is I literally rolled this D10 though because I just rolled a 1 on it.
That's
So
perfect.
That was fantastic.
gotta stay with the crappy one.
I feel like this puts a rift in our friendship. I set him on fire in our rift game.
He did.
I rolled a natural 1.
Intentionally?
With the bird.
I rolled a natural 1 and hit him with a firebolt. Like literally what just happened right now. It's like literally the same thing.
Except
Only I rolled a lot more damage.
A little more damage.
I rolled a lot more damage.
We are not putting this in the book.
There's a lot of stuff you're not putting in the book, apparently.
I am going to get very creative with our story.
All right.
That's if you survive.
You're getting hit.
Thank you, Master Dorman.
Okay. You're getting attacked, and he's going to attack you as well. So it's trying to swing out.
Yeah.
It is still pinned. It is still ganged up on, so still disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, so it's not gonna hit anyone twice, just one.
Me once.
One and one.
Doesn't matter. The 1 hits are pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean that means he might.
16, 10, so it misses you with the 10.
Con, on my armor.
15, 19? Does 15 hit?
15 is my armor class is 15.
Oh, it hits. It has to equal that, so.
Oh no.
You have been hit by
Twice?
No,
just
just
once.
It has disadvantage.
No, it's disadvantage, so it's
Okay.
I should just be saying the lower one, but.
Yeah, would you please? It's terrifying.
Sorry.
I was just telling everybody how much fun D&D is, and I'm like, this game sucks.
I rolled in the wrong section, so I re-rolled to be at the same rules as you guys. 6 damage. Nope, sorry, 4 damage.
Okay.
4 damage.
Oh, that's nice.
The original roll was going to be 8 damage, but I rolled in the wrong place.
That sounds way better than 22 damage.
Also, it only makes
But
sense.
did you
that,
die? Not yet.
No, totally.
He's
It only makes
did a
sense.
good
This
job
is my
of it.
turn.
That's 2 attacks on the Nori, straight up.
she's got her shit.
She's got her shield up, and she got hit twice.
Oh. Sorry, what's 1 dead work, right?
Right? Half. It's half. It only counts as half. It only counts as half for her.
Something tells me
Our homely stewardess is in problem.
she's probably a better life than you still, so. And she can heal herself. Probably better than.
She collapses to the ground.
Oh, shit.
Just like that? Just like that. Oh, shit.
I don't think any of us have healing potions, do we?
I thought someone had one from something that they found.
I did.
Yep. Someone has a healing potion.
Do I see that she went down?
Yes, you hear her go down.
All right, whose turn is it right now?
Right now, it is Isarok and Grace.
I say,
I have healing potions. Can I use those right away?
You can run over to her and guggle one down her throat.
But there is an armored thing over.
Well, he can use his cunning action to dash over there, so avoiding any.
But I'll have to leave you alone.
But he's leaving you.
I'm obviously fine. Help? No, I'm not. Help! No!
Can I use my action to toss this to Dorbin and still remain on this thing?
Ooh.
That seems a dexterous act.
For both of you, it'd be rough. Like, he'd have to catch that and not let it smash on the ground.
I only have 2.
That would be...
That'd be disastrous.
No, let's... God damn it. Let's get over to her.
This one has a disadvantage if you try to swipe it.
You think you can catch it?
No, it can't attack him because you have it pinned. So, and plus he can use cunning action to disengage. So...
I'm first action, right? I'm
Nope,
I'm
you're
using
not.
We can pick, but I should go first because I can heal.
All I'm going to do is tell you to help Nori.
That's what I'm going to do. So I dash over to her to give her the healing potion.
All right.
That I forgot about.
So you disengaged?
He disengaged.
Hell yeah. Smart.
Switched weapons for his bonus, or to pull out the thing, and main action to let her drink. So... Did you write down how much it healed?
No, I did not. Sorry.
Nope, that's all right.
I was busy stealing it from my teammates.
How much does it heal? Or do we not know?
I'm going to tell you.
Ooh. Mysterious GM.
It healed 7.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great.
It's good. It's good. She's back up. I mean, she's conscious. She's still on the ground. But
she's prone. Well, you're there.
You're there to now take the brunt of this thing attacking.
Hit it with your shield.
It hurts so much.
Yeah, I guess it would be, huh? All right, so since he's gone, I will. I want to hit it with my sword.
Sword.
You do some more.
Your sweat.
My sword.
Pins.
With my advantage. Wah! I will take a 17 plus 6.
23 you'll hit?
Yeah.
Now roll some damage like that.
Come on, roll some good damage.
Come on! 5 plus 4 for 9.
Yes. That's some Isarok style damage right there.
And I'm going... Is it still...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh. I was going to say, I'm going to use my bonus action this time to do an action surge.
Do it.
And just hit it again. Because Isarok's gone. I was like, no!
8 plus 6, that's still 14.
8 plus 6 is 14.
Ah, the armor class is too low.
Cling! Alright, that goes my action surge.
Alright.
It's Nori now?
It is Nori who stands up.
Get up!
Protect me, Nori!
She's going to cure wounds on herself.
It's a smart plan.
She heals herself another 7.
Excellent.
That's her max, right?
Almost.
14 is still a good set of hit points.
7 is great. For a
Yeah, that's
roll.
absolutely
She has
fantastic.
3 damage on her now. 7 and 7. She has 17 total.
I feel much
7 from the
better. I mean, you're about to get punched, but
It's alright. I have high AC. He's
And she is-
it's true that armor class.
2 attacks,
I
though.
can't
Because the
believe
way
they
you do your
keep
things, like,
hitting
I
me.
saw
that.
That's
Yeah,
the crazy
yeah.
part.
Oh, up to 17. No.
I'll
Down
take
to
the
I forgot
advantage,
you
though.
go.
Yeah. So she has stood back up. Her paint streak armor is still in effect. She is standing firm, like looking a little bit more wary at this thing. She looks at you with, which either means she's going to mate with you later on, or she's greatly appreciative of your help.
Minimum safe distance.
You don't know. Oh no!
Wait. Do we have
Lord and Savior Ace is is in with the action and not happy about the situation. Oh no, is right. This is bad.
Feel the same way. Yeah,
it's not a pretty situation.
Like,
I feel like
I thought that it would have like. I'm not being a jerk here because it's supposed to be like this, but
it's supposed to be like
you guys
if it's supposed to be like this, then you are being
a rug that was moving, and then there was 2 scarecrows that were watching a garden, and they moved, and then you walked into a room, and I'm like, there's 2 armor sets in the corners. I'm like, I thought immediately you'd be like, oh, those things are going to be animated.
That's why I wanted to respect them. I want to look for like runes of transmutation and stuff. I know magic theoretically, which is what I was trying to do.
That's what I thought. So he pushed ahead, and I was like, well, he's investigating all fucking ready, so I might as well look around for some cash before I get punched in the head.
Sorry.
Oh, we're not devs. Which was absolutely nothing. The paintings are worthless. You could probably sell them on the market for a couple of gold if you lie.
I'd have to like get them in there.
Yeah.
So the task
that was Nori. So Dorban Callus.
Dorban, use your magic to save us all.
Doing Dorban Callus.
We need some
that
wild
last
magic.
firebolt I threw. So
you're gonna throw something stronger at us? Oh, it's not me anymore, just him.
So now I'm gonna throw some magical darts.
All right, you don't have to roll to hit with those. They are they auto hit. Oh.
That's the best thing.
That's the best thing about magic missiles. Yeah. They do not miss.
So you have to have damage somewhere.
Yep. You're all putting them in the same target, right?
Yeah.
And you're putting the one still pinned or the one...
One still pinned.
All right.
What is the damage? Is it 1d4 plus 1?
1d4 plus 1 each. So 3d4 plus 3. Pop, pop, pop.
Hey. Excellent.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ooh. Plus
13.
Oh, so, nice. Into which one?
The one that it's hitting you.
Oh.
You say God. All right. Those things like you're, and you send these 3 darts flying. They sail out. They come around you. Slam, slam, slam. Like bend the helm a little bit. Smashes into a plate. You hear some things smashing. You see rings come out from like the inner chainmail.
Oh, yes,
like this thing hits the leg over here, and its entire like the belt and strap system of its legs start unbuckling and smashing. It's all like it's just barely hanging on to animation, hardly able to move. Like
I got this one.
Slammed into it.
Merciful throw, Aston. Callus.
All right, and now comes the moment of truth. You're the only one on it. It has.
Oh, it's their turn. Oh, I suppose it's turn.
It has disadvantage.
Damn right it does.
Both attacks are going into you.
All right.
It just has to quit rolling 20s.
Bring it on!
This thing just keeps rolling 20s.
Okay, 10, 15, which puts it at 14, 19.
Oh, 19 hits.
Disadvantage.
Oh.
14, 19.
Remember,
we spoke about...
I know, sorry. I just want to be transparent on this because it's getting...
that was his 2 attacks.
Nope.
Yeah.
That was 1 disadvantage roll. Second attack, disadvantage.
Good to know, though. Oh, shut up.
Stop rolling these fucking 40s with your D20.
It was a bit cocked, but there's a little bit of a curve, so I did a 9 and a 10. So
it's been damaged enough.
Like I said, it's barely animate. It's trying its best. Now the other one on Nori. Oh, you're there. 1 into you, 1 into Nori. Green's on you. 16 misses you, right?
15 is my armor class.
Oh.
So you get hit, Nori gets missed. I apologize.
It's alright, I was busy putting potions.
5.
Jesus. I'm feeling so good.
I mean, have you seen like a gauntlet of a
yeah.
armor? Like that thing is just... Dink,
yeah, you're feeling really not good.
I have 1 hit point left.
Oh.
Oof. Okay.
No, are you done?
I'm sleeping.
That's them.
I have 1 more healing potion.
I think you are a selfish enough person to just quaff that down.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead.
You do that.
Are you going to disengage or are you going to fight this thing as well?
So
Can you?
Say I have another.
He has a cunning action.
Say I have another.
Oh,
potion.
it's a rogue. That's right.
Say I have another potion to pass off. Can I take a potion past potion? That would be a single turn, or is that?
To Nori? Yeah, if you wanted to.
That would mean I'd have to remain where I'm at to do whatever.
You would take your cunning action. You could take your cunning action to disengage. You could take your bonus action to drink your potion, and take the other action to pass the other potion. I'd let you do that.
Where do I get a bonus action from?
You always have cunning action is a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
So that's right. Your cunning action is a bonus action, so you'd have to use that to disengage, unless you wanted to stay in combat. Then you can use your main action to drink, bonus action to pass.
What are you passing?
Another potion.
Something. Let's drink the potion first.
You get 8 hit points back.
Ooh. Oh, that's nice. It's my turn too, right?
Yeah, he's decided that he's going first, though. So.
No, that's fine.
I don't know if I want to waste this or not. But...
We're gonna rest out of this fight.
Let's.
But
Wiley
this fight
needs a beer.
is terrifying. Yeah. Get the signs.
Yeah. So.
I don't want to.
Can you give the DM, please?
Pardon the chair
You die. So you drank a potion, got that back.
I'm trying to think.
You can still. That was your main action to drink the potion.
Yeah,
you still have a bonus action, which you can use as cunning action.
Can I attack with it?
You can.
No, I have my little guy.
I'll let you attack. I'll let you use your cunning action to drink and then a normal action to attack. What was the other thing you wanted to pass off?
I was thinking about giving her a potion that we believe is of strength.
Ah, yes.
Oh, the toenail. I was going to ask about that one.
I was like, are you holding on to that one?
He is holding on to that one.
You got all kinds of stuff.
That's not a while, would you?
Thank you.
Fuck it. I've been hit too many times in the head, and I'm feeling generous. Give Nori the toenail potion.
Okay, so you hand that over to her. She takes it.
It hurts my feelings.
We don't know what it is.
The Arcana check said that it's most likely a potion of strength.
Most likely is not a certainty.
Well,
And that was not a one.
You are not from Candle.
Check, right?
He's the one that identified it.
It's true.
Never mind. Believe that.
The person from Candlekeep.
Well, the person from Candlekeep said it then, obviously.
Alright. So that's your action.
your cunning wisdom identifies the potion as from Jamba Juice.
Trace, what you doing?
Oh, I'm digging the balls of my feet and my greaves in. I'm just pushing this as hard as I can as I'm just getting in with that long sword that's slashing. I'm not even so much slicing at it as I'm just punching with the pommel, just crushing against that wall. Bah, bah, I'm attacking with my long
I
sword.
just wanted to say balls.
Balls of your feet. The balls!
Balls!
The cockles of my feet.
I grabbed them by the cockles.
Cockles of my feet.
Aye.
Look at that smash.
There it is.
Yeah.
18 plus a whole bunch of shit.
You hit.
Yeah. 5.
It falls apart.
Damn right it does. It doesn't just fall apart. I'm just crushing it.
It falls apart and you keep hitting it.
You dig
I'm trying to crush
You're
it.
crushing it, and you dig your sword up in, and you catch the straps and everything inside, and it just pieces of armor and strapping everywhere, and you collapse into the wall where you were pinning it as the piece of armor just kind of
I'm going to use my bonus action to say, "What? No! What does the red lady say now?"
Red Knight.
She's still the red lady. Sure. Well, I'm new to this faith.
Yes.
So, yes.
All right.
Keep calling her God by the wrong name. How does Jesus feel about that? You don't know about Jesus.
What would Jesus juggle now?
More than angel with red eyes on your side.
Nori grabs the potion from you, takes it, she drinks it. Unfortunately, this bonus action is negating her shield for this action because she's doing this with her shield arm.
I think
and she gets even bigger.
Yes.
Than, her armor starts barely hanging on. She doesn't grow to giant size, but she her muscles start bulging, and she's and smashes that
Sound
thing.
Snorri strike!
I want that toenail when you're done!
She
She smashes into it soundly with her mace.
You knew it was in the party somewhere.
I like to think that she knows what I mean by red lady.
Written down.
First of all.
4.
You put it back in the stand and I
4.
That's right.
So, an 18 strength is a +4. 20 strength is a +5.
It is.
So she does 10 points of damage to this thing in one swing, and maybe a little bit more. It seems to be, again, just like the scarecrows outside. When this mace crashes in, it rings true and disrupts and smashes. So,
writing that down.
I'm really glad that did what you thought it did.
Smashes, buckles in.
She becomes a pillar of salt. I was afraid that potion wasn't strength.
It must have been. It must have been.
Dude, this battle has cost us 3 potions and a lot of...
I know.
It happens. A battle of rats cost you your dignity and an entire night.
We did have to go back to town and sleep.
Yeah.
What is crazy is there were undead skeletons were smash,
that'll teach us, there's a cellar down there. Well, we didn't know there'd be a whole fucking catacomb of horrors down here.
I told you guys not to stick your hands in.
I didn't touch these pieces of armor.
You kind of told him to climb in. That there might be a book there.
Might have done that.
Did you tell the gnome to climb in the armor?
No,
Scooby-Doo
what I said was, put your hand in there. There's probably a book. But he doesn't understand sarcasm, so he's maybe there is something.
Well, we talked a lot about that rat hole before anyone did anything.
And then you still...
Yeah, of course we did. Yeah.
All right.
We're inquisitive people.
That's right. Dorbin. Nori's got this thing's attention. What are you doing?
Nope.
Disengage. I'm out. There's a town outside, right? There's an inn. They have food. I'm going to go do that.
Yeah. Y'all let me know when you're done.
Nope.
Too bad they're completely racist against gnomes.
Yeah. Well, they had a bad experience once, apparently.
God,
Maybe some guy kept animating things to kill people.
My rope's strangling my boobs.
There's a weird part of me that wants to do nothing.
That is a weird. that is a weird part of you.
Have you not rolled any?
He shot magic missiles and bolts.
No, I know, but has he rolled any wild magic?
I didn't do it last turn for his first volley of magic missiles.
I mean,
roll it every time.
I give some it's.
You have to roll 1.
It is only a 1.
You have to
it's
roll
only a 5%
1
chance.
Okay, well, I'll shoot more magic missiles at it.
All right, now I'm rolling.
50% of them are beneficial.
Just so I know, so he has wild magic. So on a failed roll of 1.
So what this is so he has these cantrips. Cantrips are safe. They're little minor magic, firebolt and stuff like that. I can't touch those. I can call for weird stuff to happen, but for any of his higher level spells, his real spells, I can roll a die, and 5% of the time, if I roll a 1, an effect will go off. Maybe the spell works as planned. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe there's an additional effect. Maybe something completely different happens. Yeah. Maybe one of you guys gets turned into a potted plant.
That is one of the options.
Maybe people still water Ted back at Candlekeep.
You should have rolled every time.
But because of that, now also he has this thing. I can't even remember what it's called, but his wild magic gives him an ability at any time he can just say, I'm going to roll with advantage on this roll.
We haven't seen you do that yet.
Because once he uses that, he essentially gives me a chip, and I get to make one of his spells fuck up, period.
Just on purpose.
Just on purpose.
You get to make it roll on the chart. You get to make it roll on the chart.
But it's not a roll of 1, and I get to do that automatically.
Dude, you haven't seen that chart yet. Don't be afraid of
the chart. Is fantastic.
I love that chart. It's not like 40K. Like it's okay.
It was an 8, so you're safe.
Those big foam dice are cool as shit.
Oh, they're so good. Thank you for getting those.
No, it's totally cool. I just wanted to see them get played.
I still have those blank color painted dice.
Oh yeah.
You need to draw.
I forgot about that.
You need to draw the party members. So get a D8, draw 2 pictures, or get the D4, or whatever. Like get the D8, draw a face of each of the party members on 2 of them, 2 faces. So I have a die to roll.
Oh!
To pick who gets hit.
I will do that.
Yay!
All right.
What did you roll?
9 damage.
9.
Oh.
What is that with the +3?
Yeah, so I rolled 6. And...
So again, slamming into this thing, it seems to have great effect. Blasting into this thing. How many spell slots do you have left?
That'd be it.
So that's your 3 magic, your mage armor,
Level 2. Yep. Level 2.
He'll if you guys get a long rest, he'll get one of those slots back. So if you survive.
Oh, we're resting after this.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Until the GM's like, the
I
door
don't care what
flies
happens
open.
to this dog.
The door flies open. The ogre walks in. What's all this noise?
Yeah, you know what? No, yeah, wrong.
Sorry,
dungeon,
we're in the wrong house.
Yeah.
We're in the wrong house.
A neuron beast from a different dimension.
We meant to find the Arbalist seller, not the alchemist seller.
Weird.
I know, right? Yeah.
You can see
The confusion.
This probably happens all the time.
That was Dorbin Callus's turn, which means it is the armor. So armor is putting attack into you and putting an attack into her. No, sorry, it's putting both attacks into her. She just got bigger and blasted the armor. She blasted.
I made her eat a toenail, and I didn't get hit. Success all around.
A 12 misses, and a 17 with her Shield of Faith misses.
Ooh!
So she has an 18 armor with that red paint blocking the red lady, the red knight.
Red knight, yeah. I told you red lady works.
Let's finish this up.
Oh yeah.
So
as I say, I'm charging over right now.
Let's finish this up.
Let's finish the fight.
I know we go at the same time, but I am in the middle of trying to pin this one against the wall.
It is pretty far away from the wall, so it'll take you a couple turns to knock back. So you may just want to try to.
It's in the middle of the.
It's moved up. Yeah, it got a chance.
It's more than 5 feet away from the wall.
Yep.
All right, then I'm just gonna. Can I charge to attack?
You can absolutely charge.
Does charge give?
It does +2 to hit.
+2 to hit. Okay.
And you're going in with advantage because everyone else is ganged up on it.
Wonderful.
Come on.
20.
Natural 20.
That's the way you do it.
Ah! So I roll 2d8?
Yep, double dice damage.
We'll do a 5 and a 6 plus 4. So 15.
So you're like, you turn and you're like, I'm going to pin this thing, and you charge and you're like,
I tried.
Like, you hit it with the shield and then come up with the sword just like you did the other one, up into it, get all the straps, and the next thing you know, like, this thing just gets taken out in front of you. Like, all those comedies. Bam! You hit the wall. Pieces of armor fly everywhere. It falls apart. Crashes to the ground.
How's that the strategy?
God, you guys. These things are rough. These things are rough.
They were rough. They each had 2 actions each.
2 attacks. Multi-attack. Yeah. +4 to hits. Oh, yeah. Another one. This is...
I've been wanting to cheat the whole time and look at these things, see what they do, but...
Yeah.
They're pretty cool, but...
Animated armor.
Animated armor. They get +4 to hit for each attack. 2 attacks each. D6 +2 to damage. Tons of... they're animated constructs, so they have a ton of immunities to any conditions. But besides that, like, if there was an anti-magic field, they just fall apart. It's a construct thing.
I feel tired.
I put my sword away and I stomp on over to Dorbin and I jostle Evelyn's shoulder like, those magic dice. We laugh about your dice, but that showed me the way. Wonderfully done. You should do magic more often. You should be fearless, Master Dorbin. The monks are too scared to keep.
A hand touches you, and you get 12 hit points back.
Oh, it's
Don't
Nori.
It's the half. I was hoping it was the elf.
How much does she heal me?
I like how you're like, you're even bigger.
12.
12.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
So she got Shield of Faith. She cast
Just a question.
Cure Wounds and Cure Wounds. So she is out of spells now.
For our fighters, can we look at this armor? Can they appropriate any of this armor?
I will. Absolutely. But I will suggest, like, we have doors here. I don't know if these were inertial or final guardians of this place, but
Initial.
We should.
I've read of places that labyrinthine dungeons that reach hundreds of miles below.
You said inertial.
Initial.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Wait.
Initial, not inertial. Grace
Fucking
thinks he's
elves
a
always
saint,
correcting my grammar.
and he's like, you always use the little bit of the wrong word.
Sorry.
Inertial.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a grammar dwarf.
Yeah.
Grammar Zentarum.
I do want to look at this armor, and I was like, "Could you help me? We're both studying this."
Nori says we should spike the door so nothing can surprise us.
I feel you have the strength to do that right now.
So she pulls up climbing pythons.
I
I can give her one of mine.
Yeah, and she takes her blacksmith hammer, goes to each door, and basically plants a spike at the base.
I have a single hand axe.
Yeah, I got a lot of
You don't need a hand axe. You
But it's,
got
some of it's like...
Did I?
Yeah.
I was going to do that now.
Okay. Stuff like that.
So I got both my hand axe.
So
String.
you guys are going to rest an hour in this room, I'm assuming, just to try to catch your breath.
Yeah, and I'm going to spend that hour resting, but looking at this.
Sit on all that stuff.
I want to look at this armor and inspect it.
It is half plate armor. It's not the greatest. Like I said, it was pretty utilitarian, but it was also to put on decoration, so it had pieces missing here and there.
Yeah.
Also, you bash the hell out of it and cut all the straps, so you're gonna need to repair it. But this is absolutely serviceable armor.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That wasn't even what I was looking for,
No.
but that's interesting to know.
Because Nori has a little blacksmithing
Mending,
knowledge and mending ability. It'll be really tough to carry. You probably have to come back for it, pack it all up, strap it together, set it at the door, and get it on the way out. But given a day, you could fix this stuff up, and both of you, both Nori and you, could have a half plate armor set.
Dang.
I look at Nora and I'm like, you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh yeah, she's thinking. she saw those armor racks, and that was the first thing she was.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I was looking for magic, but yeah.
You found it with your face.
You did find it. You did find it. It hit you twice in the face.
Yeah.
This armor looks well made. Very well made.
So if anyone wants to use their hit dice today to heal, you are allowed to do that in this short rest.
You're doing a short rest?
You're doing a short rest, an hour.
Or in a dungeon.
Yeah,
Surrounded by
unless you
doors.
want to leave, but leaving might not be the greatest thing because things can get reset when leaving.
We're kind of committed.
You kind of can
We've
this
healed up
alchemist is down
pretty
here.
good. Yeah, so we've healed up pretty good.
What are you at right now?
Well, the thing is that Nori will not get her spell.
Nori will get a spell slot back.
Oh, she will.
And Dorban will get a spell slot back.
All right.
I run it where all spellcasters get half their level of spell slots back during short rests.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
He's also been very mean to us too.
If you look at these dungeons, like this is a published dungeon. I didn't make this.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a wizard going through this with only 4 spell slots? Damn.
I don't know if you ever played.
You're in the second room.
I don't know if you ever played Final Fantasy.
So I always, every time, and I've been talking in the game where I'm going to be running, I've been talking to our quest here, so I'm like, saying, so you have limited spell slots, and you might want an attacking scroll.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever played the first Final Fantasy.
I've never played
Final Fantasy 1, so it's...
Mystic Quest?
You can... No, it's just Final Fantasy. There's no names or anything
No numbers, no names.
Nothing.
Final Fantasy.
You can find it on your mobile. It's pretty easy for like $1, but that's how that is. You get a white mage, you get a dark mage, you get a fighter, you get a thief, and then they say the white mage gets 3 spells, the dark mage gets 3 spells. That's it till they come back to town. So you have to make it through the field to the dungeon, and then when you get there, you're pretty much like, well, time to go back home. Yeah. And you better have saved something for the trip back home.
Yeah.
So that's how you kind of have to grind your levels until you get to the third or fourth. That's insane.
I love that.
Well, I was going to say, you want to talk about that feel of achievement? By the time you get your levels up and you're on the 5th dungeon, you're like, I got this shit.
I have 9 spells.
Yeah, well, you get pattern where your fighter does everything for the first 2 levels. And then when you get to the 3rd, 4th, 5th layer of the dungeon, that's when the spells start going off and things start getting crazy. But before that, it's all it's a tank. It literally can only be played one way. It's pretty intense. Sorry.
So what are you at with your hit points?
I am down. I'm only hurt by 4.
So you don't waste a hit die healing.
If we're taking I'm level 2. I'll do
it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do a hit die.
We got more stuff.
Remember, you made short rest later on in this dungeon.
And I can use multiple hit dice later, can I?
You can use only how many you have, which is 2 per the day, and you only get half of your hit dice back every day for your long rest. So if you use all your 2, it takes you 2 days to recoup those hit dice back.
I just know it.
Where's hit dice? Where it says hit dice.
Yeah. So you have 2, and I think they're D8s.
I asked Nori, can she use the blessings of her goddess to repair one of these armors?
We could try, and my father was a blacksmith. I think I can get him back up and running. You're just not going to get him now. You have to. Yeah, sorry. You have to.
That's exactly
you're not going to get him now. No, the mending of the straps and stuff is one thing, but they're bashed and bent. So that's going to take her hammering, and that's going to take her.
No, I'm gonna use an 8. I'm gonna use a hit die because I know 4 doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm only out of 22. And honestly, how big can this place be in this alchemist little boutique, right, guys?
Now remember, he has told you that this is older. This is an older structure than what it looks like, and it's not gnomish. This might be bigger. This might be an entire labyrinth down here.
Now, you might want to talk about long rest. How old does this look like compared to? And I will actually ask you as a scholar, how old does it look compared to that little crypt underneath the shrine of Jongus?
The crypt.
Merkel.
Jongus. Merkel.
It was
Jurgle. The crypt of Merkel.
I left the R off.
Merkel
so
and
it's a symbol of jiggle.
Actually, I would like to know that too. How old does this look in relation to that crypt of
the crypt
Merkel?
Older.
What?
The crypt looked older.
Yeah, I'm rolling an HD.
All right.
Rolling what? Oh, it does.
You get all back. You have a +2. Oh no, you have to roll a 2 or better.
I rolled 2.
There you go.
I'm at full health, but I have 1 HD left.
Because you get your Constitution added to it. So.
But that's perfect. All right.
What are you down? You're not down. Everyone protects you because you're little.
I know. I was just thinking that too. I was like, maybe I shouldn't be quite as. I think I did okay.
What are you down?
I'm just down 3, so I still have 9 hit points. So I'm.
So you're gonna hold.
Yeah. He's like, I'm only got 22. I'm like, he's only got 12.
That's right. But I will promise you, I don't know, what does it look like? Do I do anything different to when I roll HD? Is it a role play thing? I don't have an 8-sided.
You're binding wounds.
Yeah.
You're resting.
And I'll say,
eating. You're drinking.
While y'all looking at me, while I'm binding my wounds, I'm like, trust me, you want me to be in my full strength, and then the next challenge we seek here.
Nori takes all the.
Right, Nori.
Actually, Nori's going to wait. Nori goes over and just takes all the armor, packs it all up, layers it up, and uses the bindings. So she puts it into a nice big package you guys could pick up on the way out, if it's still there.
All right.
Shove it under a couch. There's couches?
And again, I've said before, you have plenty of time now to look at it. These paintings are the stuff you can get in the Waterdavian bazaars.
That's fine.
They're mass-produced.
My tastes have gotten a little bit more.
Paintings.
We have back a whole lot of shit.
That is like, for me, that is the mark of the adventuring party becoming like professionals.
They've never seen it before. They've never seen that before, have they?
You were tending haversack or the bag of holding. Like,
when you get one of those. Stay tuned, folks. If you're new to D&D,
take the couch.
Just you wait.
I know we're on an important mission here and all, but I'm taking that couch.
Yeah.
No, you turn it this way. No, you turn it. You turn it. Towards me.
Let the sack
out.
Let the sack
What if we rotate? No, don't turn, rotate.
Let the sack out. Don't ever help me, you guys, by the way.
Dungeons and Dragons, I love this game. What are we doing?
So, you guys are taking a long rest. We've only got 20 minutes left in the stream. We can investigate another room.
Oh, we will.
I'm down. So, as the guide, my opinion is that this room looks the most used. Which initially I said let's not go in there because that's probably where the most problems are. But actually, it seems the other way around. If the gnome is using this room the most, then it might be trapped, but it'll have less monster behind it.
Got it.
What do ye think?
I think that you should check for traps.
We have to gotta pull the python out first. We get to keep the pythons if we
you just all right. And you know what I was talking about, staking the doors, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you put it down in the door.
Makes them hard to open.
So they can't open it on you.
That's really an interesting use of the python, by the way.
Right. Oh, that's Dungeoneering 101 right there. Yeah. Back in old school, you need mirrors, 9-foot poles. God, the guy that was GT with the flower. Talking about invisibles.
Walking around.
Yeah, walking down a hallway, throwing flour ahead of you to hit anything that's invisible or.
Oh, that's great!
Right?
That's what
crazy
so many
dungeoneering stuff.
We were trying in a risk game to identify Slugork bars.
So we had our rest and I got a slot back.
You guys
kind of try to identify.
I'm going to take a quick bathroom break.
We'll say we'll be right back and we can all do it.
I don't have it on this one. We'll be right back so you guys can talk in character or out of character. I don't care.
Hello, crowd.
Allow me to
Is anyone watching right now?
At least 2 people watching.
Efficiency.
So while Nori and Isaruk head off to piss in the corner, I'm assuming the ladies are off.
Probably the corners where those armors were.
Yeah, I just finished my strapping and binding my wounds, and I look at you, and I get at first I just give a yeah, right, yeah. Then as I'm finishing, I was like, yeah, that's a Norman. We're really chasing after this book, aren't we? Is this what you speak very little, and you had that reputation back home, but I mean, we're out here in the thick of it. Is this what we're really after?
Well, this isn't what we're really after. We heard the story in town, and you and the orc lady.
I know. That's why I stepped out in the garden. Chick. Yeah, that's why I stepped out in the garden. Honestly, I'm sorry, but here we are.
The book is beyond here.
Book is in daggers.
Should we continue delving in this? I
hear
that there's
mayor your word. There's a woman here.
I'm sorry, I didn't see you back yet. And I get a strip off with my teeth the end of the last bandage, and yes, that's why I'm willing to push forward, Nori. But you have to understand, professionally, I am the charge of this gnome here. And I just wanted to get a head sight into his boggle noggin, as the gnomes say. Don't worry about it. I slap you on the shoulder. Give you what I like. Obviously, this is not a conversation we should have. There's no pissing. I figured orcs had bigger bladders.
Well, she's held it since the first mission.
Yeah, I've never seen her piss or fart this whole time.
Do you watch the rest of us urinate?
Absolutely. I'm a sentinel.
Note to self.
He's watching us poo.
I noticed you don't sleep. You just...
I feel safe in my bowel movements.
Yeah. That's good.
So we'll be pushing on.
Allow me to investigate this door further.
Alright, perception.
There is a girl in trouble.
So, 21?
Looks clear.
Alright, so.
It is a push door. No latch, no handle. Very, like I said, very worn. Looks just kind of like unassuming.
So, the last thing worked well to begin with, so above me, and we'll
look in together.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I relight my torch, I guess. Shoot the sword.
Well, you don't know if there's going to be
light.
There's light coming from the room you're in, so you'll be able to see into it.
Spare the torch. I'll tell you what we see. Just be there, so you look intimidating for me.
My sword is the sword.
Also, Grace, don't rush in there.
Yeah.
I tell him that.
I show all master doubt cows.
Actually, this time we didn't rush. We both decided, like, let's go in. I wanted to look at the paintings. He wanted to look at the armor.
You open the door. There's about 5 foot of little tiny hallway, and then another door that looks exactly the same.
I guess I'll...
This looks like just one of those double, like, you push through another door to get to where it's
door.
going.
Let's do the same thing. Let's search around for traps.
What's your head?
I'll let the roll from the previous one stand. There's nothing.
Right.
Nothing seems to be afoot in this little space.
Again, Grace.
Okay.
Don't go rushing in, Grace.
You open
Gotcha. No, after that last beating, I'm I'm way okay with you going ahead.
You've created the most cautious party ever. We're all like,
it is.
Throw a rock at that
If
thing.
you're in a dungeon,
Put your torch out. I'm not drinking any water.
So you open the next door, and it opens up again. You have another room that's the walls are slanted from the entryway. Then they, square out at the end of the room. It's a pantry. There's cabinets and cabinetry, shelving lining up all the walls. There's a couple tables sitting out in the middle. Hanging from the roof is kind of wrought iron plate that has a whole bunch of wax and candles on it that are lit. So there's light in here. And that's it. There's a pantry.
Can we assess the recentness of the use of the room?
Again, clean. This place is not
Someone's
just
taking care
this
of
not this is not just walked through. This place is clean.
These are candles that are lit and melting right now.
Right. And there's a lot of them. Like it's like this pile of wax with wicks sticking out of them that are all lit. Again, you're in an alchemist lair.
I pull back and I say, take a look, a look. And I go back to the main room. I'm going to go to the other doors and just listen. I don't know.
So you're listening to the
two doors we haven't fucked with.
The planar door.
With. Sorry, kids at home.
You hear what? Well, make a perception.
All right. Okay. Perception. I am proficient in. +3, 14.
So through the plain door, you think you hear water, like.
Okay.
There's a drip every once in a while. There might be some running water. When you listen into the other door, you hear nothing. The fancy double door.
All right.
Is that the one at the end of the room?
Yes.
Where the armors were?
Yes.
Okay.
And you will all notice me talking a bit lower, like. I'm
in a different room now.
Yeah.
You left.
So
What
are you doing in the pantry?
I'm searching around the pantry. I'm looking around for traps and useful items, that sort of thing.
Make an investigation or perception.
9. So.
Okay. All right. Get to you in a second. So you've walked back outside.
Yeah.
Nori stays with you because, she feels the fighters need to stay. And so, where are you?
These might be inanimate shelves.
He's all,
in the room.
can I disengage
the
from
main
no
room?
engagement?
Yeah, okay. So he's walked back to the main room. He's gone to listen to the doors, and he has something to tell you.
I do. Yeah, well, I mean, I just look in it, just say, keep my voice low. It's like, All right, so those fresh candles,
Not very fresh. They're pretty melted down.
yeah, but they're lit. Some lit candles, and it doesn't give me I don't see the illusion I usually do of ever lighting flames here. I believe that this alchemist may be down here. Oh. I am proficient in Arcana. +4, so 13.
All right. You don't see your illusion of ever.
Right, I know, yeah. So I don't see it. I studied continuum flame before. I don't think that's what we're seeing down here. So I think that whatever's down here is active, and we just had a fight, clanging armor here. So it makes you feel that whatever's here may be hard of hearing, or doesn't care, or I don't know. But I hear water on the other side. That might be where they,
So Nori is eating food out of the pantry. She rolled a 1 on her investigation.
How fresh is that food?
You're not in the room. You're looking around. You find no traps. You find no anything like that. What you have found is like enough food for a couple people to live for months. Like this pantry is stocked.
Do they have anything kind of fancier than
I mean, there's some pretty good stuff. It's not super fancy.
I mean,
give me some cheese.
I am hungry. So.
Yeah, and you might as well restock your rations and grab some cheese and bread and
is there any
dried
wine?
fruit.
Is there any wine?
All the cheese.
Not in here, no.
No.
This is more the food dry pantry.
I'm guessing you'd only restock for yourself.
I mean, you'll be here soon.
I mean, he's probably stocking not just for himself, but enough to sell or to have a nice meal every night for himself. But it's enough to feed like 4 people.
Where do you keep getting cheese? It's my bag of cheese holding.
So you two are in the other room, and you're talking about hard of hearings, dungeon masters and such. So, and you hear water. You pointed out that you've heard water in that. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to say in my reading of these sort of delves, I know that every functional dungeon must have running water or some sort of water source. So we can. I don't know what may be in there, but I think we could safely say that there's a running source of water there. And if there is a guarding of it, it's probably not the most priority thing. If we are trying to mitigate our strengths, I think we should look through the main doors.
The pantry doesn't have any other exits.
It does.
Okay.
When you enter off to the right, so in the same direction that the decorative doors.
Made a left, and now we're making a right, so it's going back up towards the same direction as the decorative.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So you were heading in this way. Decorative doors are here. You went up this way, and there's another set of functional doors that way.
See how useful it is having it like a map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Description is so
there
much
is
easier, yeah.
Back in old D&D, we used to have like the map maker. Someone got bitch duty and said, "Hey, you have to make the map," and they'd have to sit there with the graph paper.
We're all kind of doing that in our head,
right? Yeah. You'd have to have the graph paper, and someone would be like, the gentleman would like, you go 5 forward, you go 5 feet forward every block, and the person's trying to write it, and if they got screwed up, then they got screwed up.
Yeah.
Like the map was just wrong. Because the GM was like, "Hey, I described everything to you. You're down in there. You can't really see
that. We should play hardcore D&D right now.
We made a skill called cartography.
I don't see it.
No, it's not in there. This is back in old D&D when like skills were optional. Like AD&D, skills were optional. That was a whole section of like, this is just an optional rule. Fuck off. But we added cartography, and if you did that, the GM made the map for you. So like
I remember having that skill and my GM just saying like, okay, he didn't make the map,
but he just told like, you draw it like this and you did it wrong or something like that. No.
Remember that, Jason? I remember that.
So all right, You guys have split the party up. You're in one room, they're in another.
I was just about to say, the party's needlessly split, so...
You're just
Nori, come back. Let's go back in. We've had our fill here.
Well,
or I've had my fill. Yeah, right.
I mean,
that's why she hides in her armpits.
Well, she has her bag just sacked underneath her.
I mean, eventually we come check you guys out. I just came out to tell you that you know,
yeah. Well, do we want to continue on, or do we want to go through the pantry way?
So in the pantry, there's an exit door.
Oh, there's another door there.
Right, there's another service door, and it goes the same way as the fancy doors.
Did I hear anything on that door?
No, that door was silent. One had water in it.
When that double door was silent, this is also silent.
That one's also silent.
What did that exit in the pantry from the pantry door look like? Like used a lot, or was this
service door just like the one going into it?
If you want my suggestion, we've already checked and untrapped all of this area. You guys might as well come in and get a snack, and then let's move north.
Oh,
you should get some of those cheese. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
really?
Like if we're together, I'm like bagging stuff as you're telling me this.
Yeah, now you're back. Yeah,
so the food is good. Like how fresh is the food?
Absolutely fresh. Like now, the vegetables here in this room are obviously from the gardens upstairs, but they've probably been sitting here for a couple days. Somebody goes up there and picks it, brings it down. Maybe it's the scarecrows. I don't know. But then there's cheeses and there's meats. Again, also you're dealing with an alchemist. They know about preservation.
That's true.
Any of these cabinets, these things, these can all be treated with something to make them preserve longer.
Yeah, I know, but I will say, like, hey, it's an option for us to kind of like set up an ambush and wait for somebody to come and pick more vegetables upstairs. It's kind of a siege ordeal there because it is an alchemist, and we know this and that about alchemists. But it is an option.
We're also setting ourselves up in a space where we've kind of already been detected, so they can build forces and come from either side.
You're right. You're right.
Pinched in. If we're going to hold up and wait, the pantry is wrong.
I didn't know you were serving the Red Knight as well.
I'm not. I'm just smarter than your average.
What is the elven equivalent of the goddess of strategy?
I don't I think we call it. Oh wait, no, it's
some elven bullshit. I understand.
Common sense.
Oh, commissarian. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I think we should
here in Sword Coast.
The top door.
All right, Elf. If that's the way, then
let's check it, of course, again for traps.
No, wait. All
right. 22.
Looks clear.
All right, so shall we take our regular door peeping positions?
Let's have a go.
You're both looking in. There is a short hallway. It's about 10 feet long.
It's another door.
To another door. This door is a service door, so it's again no latch push door, but it looks nicer.
So we're entering I can tell from previous. I don't know if you've ever been anywhere nice within some of the elven cities.
We're from Candlekeep.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, the service areas are hidden. We're heading into the actual the presentation area. We're moving into the actual main hallways. We're moving into
the antechamber is the word you're looking for.
No, I'm talking about like the public space, not the service spaces. So we've gone in the service route into the public space.
Well played, Elf.
He's served tables before. He's worked a tavern before too in his day.
In reality, I've managed hotels like in real life. So like,
I look at Dorban and it's like we don't know what in Baitor we're walking in here. Are you sure you're good with us?
Do you know Baitor?
Yes, I know Baitor. I'm a learned scholar. Everyone knows Baitor.
Does he call you
at home?
Baitor is the... well, I don't know. Maybe I know.
It's what they call themselves. It's what they call their realm.
So, I suppose I would say the Hells, then. Whatever your derogatory common term would be.
Common name for it.
Yeah.
We're already this far. Let's go.
Yeah.
Either way.
I want to go to Planescape because I
was that our argument? He's like, how do you know about Baitor? What do you know about Baitor? I'm like, well, not really much. He's like, I didn't think you knew anything about Baitor. You were a student in my class, and I didn't...
So, Next door?
Let's do it. Well, check. I mean, do I need to check it, or is it still?
No, it's
just,
still.
it's a free swinging door. It would be impossible to trap it. So
you could totally trap it, but you do not see it. You do not see anything that looks like a trap.
Note to self: don't ever say that again.
Yeah.
All right. So
this opens up
the armor.
into
Punches you in the face.
This opens up into a kitchen.
I start stealing copperware.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, silverware, copperware.
Yeah.
So
pots and pans.
First thing I guess we would do the same thing.
Identify.
You don't seem
I'm
like
only
you're
neutral good.
You don't seem like a petty thief either, though.
No, but I have been. We've been traveling and been eating. I'm assuming you're cooking.
Do you know how to cook?
I will fucking learn.
Unless you know the cooker's kit.
What would be the? I don't have a terrible.
No, I think
all what would be the?
No, there's a cooking.
I was going to know. We've all just been eating
rations.
There
is a cooking kit. Like
you have the most rations.
You have to take proficiency in it.
Wait, I have the least rations.
Fine. May I roll investigation to see if I recognize good cookware for
What's a mess
cooking?
kit?
A mess kit?
No, do you have a mess kit?
Yeah.
That's the cook kit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no. A mess kit is a fork and a knife, a plate, a spoon, I'm
still taking copper off the walls as I'm explaining this. So.
All right, you've been into a lot. I'm just gonna stop you there. You've been into a lot of places where there's been stuff, chairs, Iron Man. You haven't been the thief yet, so don't be the thief now.
Why not?
Like, well, why not? You're the hero.
I wish I
Let
had
the
some
thief
spells.
be
I
the
wish
thief.
I had some thieves.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Would you like to steal these 5?
I was going to look around in the kitchen for stuff.
Right.
So yeah, it's a natural 1.
That means I can start doing it, right?
I think it just means I don't see anything of value, or I see the wrong things of value.
I was honestly playing on the fact that I have only read these things, and then we've been traveling, and I'm just realizing, like,
where are you going to put all this stuff?
Goodness, what? I don't know. What I can stuff in my backpack, I guess. I have an adventurous pack, sir.
Right. All right. So there's a kitchen.
I have a mother that cooks with me, and she uses things like these. What's happening? Sorry, would you like to play my character? What
No, you want to delay the game some more? Come on.
I'm enhancing this game, right, audience? I'm enhancing this. All right, what's going on?
There's a kitchen. There's a letter on the table of the kitchen.
Oh,
would it be in my character to spit the letter? Or would that be like
you're a sage? It's paper with writing on it.
Go for it.
I would say you'd go after a paper with writing on it before you'd start stealing dinnerware.
Maybe if you said that before, I said rifling through all the cookware.
Maybe
I'm going to open the letter and ignore this whole conversation.
Yeah, of course you are.
What is this?
All right, and we're going to cut it there.
All right.
You found a letter.
It is like midnight, right?
It is midnight.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we made
so,
it.
Who's taking us out? Dayton, take us out.
Dayton, come on.
We always point at Dayton.
Thanks everyone for joining us at Wileyverse. Hope you enjoyed the session. We'll see you next time.
And a special shout out to the new viewer, Lord and Savior Ace. Thanks for watching.
We love you already.
We love you already. We'd love to have you back. We stream twice a week. Savage Rifts on Tuesdays and D&D on Wednesdays.
And if you know Solange, let them know.
So when Tuesdays is 7 o'clock Arizona Mountain Time, 9 o'clock on Wednesdays.
We need a Belgian flag behind us.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.